So you wanna learn about beer? Stay tuned and never fear. They're the guys for the case, 'cause they'll tell you all about what they taste. We got Mudhole, B&Q, we loves Star Wars and grilling too. And OpsGuy loves baseball and board games, he's played them all. There's no place I'd rather spend the Monday nights than here, having a few chuckles and damn good beer. Now it's time for Two Beerded Guys.
I'm not opening right now. What is up? I'm back! Woohoo! I'm sorry. I'm sorry you have to see me. But, you know, I'm back. I get to drink beer. And because I'm back and get to drink beer, I picked some ones that I hope are going to be fucking fire. Because it's been a day.
Do you miss beer?
I miss beer. I haven't drank much lately. And when I have, it's been at Timbers, which is great, but I don't get craft beer.
So you're saying you're the opposite of off-screen, Matt. You want people to not want to see... No,
I want people to see me, motherfuckers. I am a people person, and I'm pretty.
Abrasive, but, you know.
Shut up. We promised we weren't leaving that word on. Anyway, it is going to be a great show. We are here to have fun, drink beer. If you haven't ever seen us before, I don't know how you found us, but thanks for tuning in. I'm TVG_OpsGuy.
Madog B&Q.
Our guest today...
Trinity.
And behind the camera, the one, the only, the guy that you're happy you can't see.
Off-screen Matt. Although a lot of people saw me Saturday, and maybe, hopefully, we'll have some new people watching today.
Hey, that's what I like to hear.
Thanks to my drunk and courageous efforts.
Thank you to those
and
of you.
my QR code. Thank you.
Well, I was getting ready to say, thank you for those that use the QR code to find our social media pages. Welcome aboard. I did notice Saturday that we had 6 new followers while you guys were at the event.
I got at least 5 of those.
Because in between the game, I did see... in between my game Saturday, I literally, Instagram notifications. New follower, new follower, new follower. I'm like, holy shit, Two Beerded Guys, all right. I am the other one.
It was the non-screen bearded guy. It was...
Lately, people, I think, forgot I was on this show.
I know, I've had some good comments.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks again to Matt and John for filling in so admirably lately. They had to do an entire month of shows, plus 2 events where they were on their own, and they only broke the tent once. So, well, technically twice in one day, but it's fine.
There was one break. It's having to hit 2 places. That counts as one. Like, you break your leg twice in one event, that's one leg break.
But
2 spots.
Yeah, so I'm excited. We have 7
events.
beers. As always, we do start off with our most anticipated, But before we do, make sure you check out our sponsors on the right side of your screen. And then when we get to CanCam as well, without them, we would have had to spend a lot more money. We'd have probably still done it, but thank you. They've either bought us beer, bought us equipment, sponsored banners, or in some cases, like the wonderful Water Performance Technologies LLC. We need this, and we can't get it. It's on its way. Thank you. Sponsors like that are my favorite.
Yeah, people just know how to find shit.
I mean, I don't have favorites.
Papa Pete.
Ugly Pete.
I don't have favorites. Never. But now it is time for anticipated beer, which Matt, as always, is going to kick us off.
I actually am pretty pumped about all of them. It's hard to pick a most anticipated, but I will say one that we've only had one beer of this brewery before. I'm really looking forward to having another one. Is it Talia? Is that how we figured out?
I think we said Talia, but...
Talia. We had
a
Italian Pilsner from them earlier that was really awesome. I'm not even a big Pilsner fan. I thought that thing was awesome.
It was.
This one has really cool Art Deco can art with orange, best color, so I'm really pumped to see this. And hopefully that'll do. But everything is going to be good, I feel fairly certain.
Mr. Mudhog.
Listen, part 2 of the show could be one of the best part 2s we've ever had.
I'm hoping.
Might we get sloppy?
I am, get sloppy.
Wrong thing.
But it works in this case.
Wrong business.
It can be both.
So, all 4 of those.
We're plugging his OnlyFans, right?
I'm going to be really excited for it. But the one, my most anticipated, is the Hoppin' Frog. The double porter.
Fuck yeah.
Speaking of, I mean, you can put anything on OnlyFans, right? Why don't you just barbecue on OnlyFans, John? I'm sure you could get some money for that.
Meat porn.
You're right.
Literally.
Yeah. Well, that reminds me.
Why am I here?
I saw a story about it.
People give John money to watch him pull his
this
meat.
Japanese math teacher who posts all of his math videos to Pornhub.
Whoa.
And he makes money with
What's he doing in
On
those
porn?
videos?
Nothing. He just teaches math.
Trinity's like, hold on. I could have been making money on Pornhub while staying clothed.
Right.
I am a math teacher, so this works wonderfully.
We'll find it. We'll look it up.
As one of his teachers, one of her students one day are going, wait a minute! I did that lesson!
It doesn't sound like someone could claim Pornhub can also be educational.
He's just like, why not? Let's try it. And it worked, evidently.
No, Mom! Why have you been on Pornhub so
I'm
much?
learning math!
I'm learning math!
I'm studying! Close the door!
Close the door, Mom! I'm studying!
Listen, I got to go to the Khan Academy, and then I got to go to Pornhub.
I'm gonna get triggy with it, Mom.
Oh shit. That's the name of the channel.
No, it's Schmidt. Ryan Schmidt just jumped on from Tipton on Tap.
Hey,
What's up, Ryan?
He scanned a QR code.
Awesome. Anticipated beer, Trinity?
Definitely the unicorn, the pipework one with the unicorn and the haze. Cause I just love some haze.
Ninjas versus unicorns versus the haze.
Yes.
I almost picked that one just because of the name, but...
So I have two, the one we're starting with and the one we're ending with that I'm debating. The barley wine because, of course, it's my favorite style.
Million views.
But honestly, the Dortmunder Lager by Windmill and Seeds Brewing, the collab. I am stupid excited for that. Seriously, it's Windmill, it's Seeds, it's a lager. I don't know what else you could want from that.
I forgot about that. Ryan said People McNuggets.
What? Do I even want to know?
You had to be there. We'll tell you off air.
I feel like I'm glad I wasn't. No. But anyway, I forgot to tag a brewery, so I was doing that right now. Sorry, guys. So that is our anticipated beer. Matt, do we have anything else besides Ryan over there?
Sure do. Brett Pittsford's on says, "What's up, fellas?"
Brett.
I feel like we really haven't seen him as much if you're not here to berate you. He's kind of popped on a little bit, but I think you're really his main appeal, whether he wants to admit it or not.
Well, yeah, he's here to make fun of me. He's my brother. It's the way it is.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he just liked us, but no, he might be here more.
Yeah, I thought we were real
than
cool,
more.
and then he just disappears. So
now I kind of feel like we've been weighed, measured, and found wanting. I know where we're at now.
Great movie.
We know our place in life. Chris Ream is on, says QR code. Who would have thought of that? I can just see him tapping his chin and looking up inquisitively.
It was clearly Mudhog.
it was clearly Matt. I just executed it.
I'll give credit where it's due. It was management Chris Ream.
No, it wasn't. Shut up. We don't give Chris credit for anything. I mean,
You
hi,
don't.
Chris.
I do.
Love you.
And Russell's on, of course. He says, "What's up, guys?"
Russell.
He just had lunch at Rogue Brewing HQ in Newport, Oregon.
You were at Rogue?
Ooh.
Oh, I'm a little jealous. I'm a little jealous.
Like the dead guy, Rogue
Yeah.
dead guy.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. I feel like when Rogue first
Haven't
happened, I
had
remember
them in a
Dead
while.
Guy being like a
Dead Guy
big
was
deal
good.
thing.
Yeah.
Still is.
I remember really liking it then, and then trying it more recently. I was like,
I haven't had it in a
it wasn't as magical as I remembered it. I don't know if
I mean,
like
last time I had a dead guy ale, I was pretty happy.
Okay, fair enough. Maybe I had a bad one. I haven't really
Notice how I finished
Had
with
too
the
much
word
of the
ale, because if you just say last time I had a dead guy, that'd be a weird
Oh,
statement.
that's weird.
Yes.
That is not allowed on Pornhub either.
Hey, Russell, when's the last time you got lunch at a Freedom? There's a package to pick up.
Package.
Up a frame package?
Up a Freedom package.
But our first beer.
Who was it was saying that?
Our first beer
I feel like that was Pete.
is one of them I'm stupidly excited for. It is the DWS
Ooh, shout out Chris Knight.
Dortmunder style lager from Windmill and Seeds Brewing. A collaboration, you might say.
Some might.
Some might.
I wouldn't.
I love the can. It's just a simple.
It's a little Luther, right?
Yeah. It's just a simple. It kind of reminds
is.
you of like some shitty malt liquor.
Oh, damn.
Which makes me even more excited.
Or J.W. Lee's, maybe?
Oh, we twisted teat on the way up to Tipton on our
We did Twisted Tea.
poor decision or bad decision shelf beverage on the way up.
Well, you always have to get something off the bad decision.
yeah,
every
and I
time.
was actually kind of happy about my bad decision shelf purchase. Like that was not
Didn't
too
you
bad.
have one last time?
No, you got one before, and I was like, oh, well, I had a sip. I was like, that's actually not too bad, and I actually did the whole thing this time, and I took the whole thing down. Yeah. And
Attaboy.
I was kind of like surprised and impressed. I don't know if I could drink more than one 24-ounce cans because like I might get that
Boop.
yeah, might get a little heartburn or something out of it, but it was pretty good. Russell says their Dead Guy burger at Rogue was awesome. Even had a black bun. That seems weird. And he's heading there this week. Johnson, I imagine he's talking about Pafrium.
Yeah, I would
Awesome.
assume.
He
Dortmunder.
really should drink a beer or two of those. He's doing me a big favor.
This has a much nosier nose. Like I don't know what to call it, but
Nosier
yeah,
nose.
it's like pungent, like
I don't
leather-bound
think
books
this
and old
has ever
mahogany.
been stated on the show before.
I've heard a lot of statements on the show. Nosier nose is
It's
might be a
it's
first.
definitely more present.
What episode are we on right now?
117.
So 117 episodes in, and we got nosier nose. Guys, we might have to stop doing this show because evidently we've ran out of shit to say.
So many ways to describe a beer, I guess.
You know,
But we're going to continue to make new ways.
scrumtrolescent.
I'm having troubles figuring out what I think of this beer.
Yeah, I was gonna say words. Don't know that I've ever had a Dortmunder style lager. Has anyone got any frame of reference for what this is supposed to tasting note like?
It's definitely a little bit still obviously on the German side styles, but maybe a different region or something like that. Like just a different style from.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna try to fake it. Sometimes I can use context clues and just straight up throw something out there and make it sound good. Today I'm just like,
I figure something in the German vein, yeah, but
it's a German lager.
even with like
But
German style
I think
stuff, I don't know
it's
most of those that well to really
Different
differentiate
recipe
them.
for a change.
I know
or
most
something.
of them, but the one thing about this one I'm noticing, John's gonna look it up because he's that guy.
This is
No.
quite
All right,
bready.
before I look it up, go on. And then I'll contribute,
go
and then
ahead.
I'll look it up.
No, I'm not gonna say anything about that. Go ahead. I just saw you pick up the phone.
I'm gonna say very bready.
Obviously.
like
and
the
I'm-
biscuity, like
there
hardcore.
is a little bit of banana in there that I'm getting.
See, I'm
I
not.
can see that, yeah.
I get a very clean, very crisp. I'm not getting as much bread as you guys are either. It is a very like light. Hold on, heavier lager body, but a light lager flavor. I'm not getting a heavy flavor from it like a lot of craft lagers. I'm getting a very just crisp, clean, simple beer.
Yep.
It is a crisp, clean finish, but no, I'm going to strongly disagree with everything Tyler said aside from that. Take a month off the show, man, you're losing your palate.
Or maybe you guys just have drank too much and lost yours.
What? Is that even a thing?
I don't know. I was just trying to come up with something. I don't know.
Also, we got some other comments on here. Cameron reads on said, "Hey, brothers!
Cam! How do you do?
If you
Cam,
guys,
how's mom?
we didn't look up and see. I saw that he messaged us, the
Oh, yeah.
Two Beerded Guys about
I saw that too, and
the
I
King's
forgot to
Royal,
respond.
and I didn't get a chance to look up and see when it was. I
Cam,
totally
comment
spaced,
when
but-
you're in town again. Like, just comment on here because I'm not going to look on my messages right now.
We also got TD Chester says, "What's up, fellow beer drinkers?"
Titty Chester?
TD Tom David
Oh.
Chester.
I heard Titty Chester.
I mean, that would be. We just started circling the wagon around Pornhub today, aren't we?
Damn straight.
And my name's Chess Rockwell.
Chester the Molester?
Cockenstein.
So,
I can have a porn name. How about Bob? Chris Ream asks, "What about describing beers as savory, John?"
oh, hopefully not.
Yeah, for a multitude of reasons. Because we don't want to open that can of worms again, and I don't think savory would be a good beer flavor
That seems
description.
like a weird flavor for beer.
So, the best way that I've looked at in a quick scan is Dortmunder's going to have the malt profile of the Helles, but the hop character of a Pils.
From this angle. Which makes sense why I said crisp, lighter, clean. The angle you had your phone, it looked like it said oral impression, not overall impression.
Oh, yeah.
I got
Back
really
to Pornhub.
excited for a second.
All right. We have a theme tonight.
We are really,
Apparently.
staking ground right in that Pornhob territory, aren't we?
I haven't been on the show in a while, guys. I forgot what to say.
So, medium body, medium
We know what you've
carb,
been doing in the meanwhile, huh?
clean,
Homework.
no fruity esters, no diacetyl. I
All
mean,
the
it's
go-to.
just supposed to be crisp,
Is that what we're calling it? Pitching?
somewhat malty,
Working on the old mitt?
and a little bit hoppy.
Sounds good.
No,
Play with some balls?
Ugh.
No,
No.
he's been batting a lot of balls.
The old ball bag?
That's
Cam
awful.
says he'll be in
Or
town.
catching a lot of balls.
Definitely pitching. Maybe he's I don't know. Didn't you used
He's
to catch?
catching.
Yeah, he's a catcher.
So, if this is supposed to be...
When's Cam in town?
yeah.
That was the cleanest subject chance I've ever seen. I'll be in town next week after Road America, and Mom is doing good, And he will be in town for King's Royal weekend. So
We talked about trying to go to King's Royal.
yeah, we do need to see what that weekend is and see if I can facilitate that as well. Because we talked a big game about doing it, and then I totally shat the bed on looking it up. But I'm going to do that right now. Brett also says, wait, Tyler ran out of things to say? WTF? I didn't know that could happen.
You can fuck the fuck right off. Just so you know, you can fuck the fuck right off. Next time you are broke and want a beer, call a different brother.
Ah, damn it.
He has got other ones.
Yeah, the other one doesn't go out. The other one's boring.
So this beer.
That's July 13th through 16th is when King's Royal will be.
God, that's going to be a busy time frame.
Yeah, I will have to check
I'm
that
actually
one.
available, but
I
that's...
feel that may or may not be available for me, but if it is, I think that would be a hell of a lot of fun.
Anyway, so what did you start to say?
Oh,
Sorry.
he was talking about the beer and what he found out about.
Yeah, we
So
don't
kind of that
listen to him.
mix, the malty Helles and the hoppy Pilsner. And so knowing that that's kind of what they're going for, that malt profile's there. It is crisp. It is clean. There's a little bit of bitterness, but I don't think that's necessarily a standout quality of the beer. I think it's missing a little bit if it's supposed to have it.
I mean, that's assuming what you found on the internet's accurate.
That was from the JCP, so...
I still say what I said.
Oh, God, this...
So while I was taking that last drink, I got a bigger gulp at the end there, and you know
Big
when,
gulp, huh?
when you're at the distilleries and you're getting that corn mash for the whiskey, how it's got that sweeter kind of corn flavor. I was kind of getting some notes of that, like on the olfactory, like taking a swig. Like I could be
Just really
crazy.
likes that word.
I do like that word.
It does.
I really like that word, like tertiary. I also like that one.
But it
So-
is a region.
I'll rate it. Okay?
Bet you won't.
Before he does, though, I'm going to remind
Oh,
everybody
yeah.
how we rate our
Yeah.
beers. So we do everything on the Untapped scale from 0.25 to 5. Can't be 0 because, well, then Untapped won't register that.
We've tried.
And if it's that low, we want them to register it. 3 is a perfectly average beer for us. Above that is obviously above average. 4 or higher is we're seeking this out again. Like, I don't care where it's at. I'm finding this fucking beer and I'm buying it. 4, 7, 5, and 5 are not only is it seek out quality, it's jingling your tingles, it's tingling your jingles, it's... I've been off the show too long. What's yours again?
Tweaking my tweeter.
Thank God. That's why I forgot it. I fucking hate his. But that's what it is. Under 3
It's better than Jen's.
I won't say it. Under 3, it's...
Fluff my muff,
I
baby.
hate that one. Hate that one. Under 3,
That's awesome.
it's...
That is a Pornhub category, I'm pretty
Exactly.
sure.
I'm fairly certain it is. Under 3 is below average, obviously, but that 2 to 3 range can still be a lot of like core beers. It might just not be really high quality, but could still be an easily drinkable.
Might be a
decent beer.
little not what is advertised, but well executed.
Exactly. Under 2's where you're starting to get into, I mean, I bought this or it was given to me. I'll drink it, fine. Under 1 is where you're going, where's the nearest sink? It's a drain pour because it fucking sucks.
Or you pretend to sneeze and you spill it.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
On the show, we've had
that's
a
just
few-
uncontrollable. It came out of nowhere.
We've definitely had a few under 1. I have never drain poured. Matt's never drain poured. John's drain poured once because he sucks.
What did I drain for?
You didn't. I just really wanted to see if I could.
Oh, I was like,
I
wait,
thought about.
did I?
I thought about pushing the envelope because I think I could have got him to believe me for a second. Because like John kind of did the, oh shit, I might have.
Yeah.
But then I actually felt bad just a little bit. So no, he has not. He's
I drank
wanted
Lisbon
to.
Pride, buddy.
You do have remorse?
I drink it twice.
I know. I didn't do that. I was smart.
I thought it was just the bottle.
I finished what I had, though.
I was wrong. It was a terrible fucking beer. Talk about a -4. But yeah, so that's how we score. John, take it away. Oh, and we take the average of the 3 people on screen because Matt sucks and he doesn't count.
That's very fair.
One of those things at least.
Oh, he sucks.
Oh, yeah. Wait. That's the true one?
Sorry, go ahead.
So, Dortmunder Lager, obviously we're kind of learning about the style, not a style we normally have. I think, number 1, I like the beer. I would easily drink this. If it's supposed to be a little bit hoppiness from the Pilsner, maybe it doesn't quite pull that off, but I'm still going to give it 3.5. I think it's tasty.
Trin?
I'm going to go 3.5 as well because I go for those German lagers, those German Hefeweizens, and when it comes to those, that was definitely a different style that I haven't had in a bit, so we'll go with that.
She said the word Hefeweizen.
Come check out my Heffa.
I just hate that fucking style of beer.
Poor baby.
It's just too filling.
and gross and not tasty.
Here's where you get the banana. Blah.
And it's a weird banana. It's not a good
It's not
banana.
good.
For me, I'm giving it a 3.75. I thought it was crushable as fuck. Very enjoyable. I don't care about what the internet tells me if I don't know the style well enough. Like
That
for
just means you
myself,
gotta drink it more. So you know it.
exactly. So I'm not gonna like take what the internet says and worry about that. I'm gonna take it just based off of this can this time and my taste with this style. And I thought it was a 3.75. Didn't quite tingle my jingles, but
If I saw that in the store, I'd buy some.
yeah, absolutely. If I see it again, I'd buy it. It's still very good, very crushable, great summer beer.
Yeah.
And as if on cue, Chris Knight. Yo, what's up?
Hey, Chris!
Chris, how's the higher score again?
He's just trying to make it for Paperboy after the
wasn't
one
that
beer that
long
had his
ago.
face on it. Tyler just shat all over.
I did. I hated that fucking beer. Chris still blames Mike for that one. Matt, you don't count, but what would you have given it?
Between the novelty of trying something new and the unknown of the unexplored, I'm not really sure where this should fall on that scale of how well it accomplished what it was setting out to do. I will say that it was an interesting flavor. It was well crafted. I mean, Windmill, they always do good stuff. Like, it's clear beer. It's like, it's nothing like on that scale to speak ill of it. I'm not sure if I'm the Pilsner-y kind of guy. It's not really appealing
Well, it's
to
a
me.
lager, so.
Tomato potato. But I gotta give it credit for what it is. It's different, it's original, and it is interesting and well done. 3.5. I'm gonna agree with that.
Don't agree. I said 3.75.
Well, and I'm agreeing with everyone else that's right.
The overall Two Beerded Guys score is 3.5 because we do take the average. They're wrong. I'm right. It's fine.
God, I remember why I hated it.
You missed me. Don't even try it. You've
Doesn't
told
mean
me
I don't
before.
hate you.
You've told me before you missed me. on the
Doesn't mean
show.
I don't hate you.
John's just glad he doesn't have to like try to run the show today.
Yeah.
He's so happy he gets to just color commentate.
I can space out, not listen to Tyler, and then throw a random comment here and there. It's awesome.
Speaking of yeah, I know. I had to try to like pick up the slack. It is weird. I don't know if I like that shoe. Alex is on also. Alex James
Alex.
is. Ew, Tyler.
You're here to make fun of me, Alex. We all know it, so don't even try it.
And then he says, "Day ruined."
Again,
Hey,
shut the hell up, Alex.
fucking damn it.
Hey, you know what you are, Alex? You're a fucking douchebag. All right?
Those were aimed at perfectly the right angle where there was just reflection and nothing else.
Even better.
Well, good thing we said what it said. Fucking damn it.
Even better.
And Chris says, "Delivery boy's coming back." So you can get that. He said, "Oh, it's coming back thick this time with 2 C's. Going back to Pornhub again."
All right, so, Chris, if you want me to give it a better shot this time, you might want to give us one that hasn't sat in Mike's car for a week in the hot weather. Because that's according to Chris what happened.
Oh.
I don't necessarily believe it. I think it was as bad a beer as ugly a face was on it. But, I couldn't even keep it straight. I had to start laughing at that. But, yeah. No,
Why do people like us again?
I don't know. But, Chris,
Well, it is because we pick up the slack for him. People like us, and then he's the gut check.
Chris,
True.
you're still supposed to be telling me when he's wanting to be on the show, by the way.
Every group's got an asshole. Tyler's our asshole. Like, yeah, he's an asshole, but he's our asshole. Alex also says, "Waiting for my comments to get read so I can put the other ones I got on. You have been taken care of, sir. Fire away." And Carrie just jumped on. Carrie Davis, the triumphant return of at least one of the Davises.
Weird. I'm back, and so is Carrie.
Yeah, I know. I don't know how I feel about
Brett
that.
came back for more.
He
Carrie
says,
back.
"Woohoo!
They
Finally
just hate
back!"
themselves.
And he
That's all it
says,
is.
nod to Chris Knight. He is drinking Memes and Dreams by Windmill.
Nice choice.
And that
Nice.
is good.
That is a tasty fucking beverage.
Yeah, we can all confirm.
I mean, Windmill makes great fucking beer. I mean,
You do.
That's true with that.
Anything
I would say, like, if I was picking out a spread of Windmill beers,
Oh.
I personally gravitate
That's
towards
Schwartz beer.
the
The
Memes
Schwartz
series
beer,
quite a bit. And
the Vienna Lager.
the amount of
see,
times
the Schwartz beer is not my first to go to, but that's the one I'd probably drink the most
Brigadier
of.
General Luther, Admiral Luther, well, all the Luthers, but
Yeah.
it just every time I'm at Indie Craft Brew, Can sponsor, and he has the Luther series in the fridge. I don't care what's on tap for the most part. I'm just gonna
I'm
grab
good, yeah.
fucking Luther and
I do too.
start drinking.
Yep,
Yeah.
I agree. That's what I do too.
Hold the phone. Hold the phone. We've got more than one Davis on right now.
Uh-oh.
We've also
Bunny
got
Mouthfeel
Bunny.
Davis?
Bunny Mouthfeel Davis
I've missed that.
on here as well. She says, "I'm here too. Just had to cook dinner."
I
And-
missed that mouthfeel.
All right, there's more. Hasn't been the same without you.
All right, guys.
Michael Otten's on says crispy days.
Holy shit.
And Brett says, I missed you because who else can I watch Shark Tank at a bar?
We did do that. So I'll tell you the story of that here in just a second, because most of y'all call me an asshole, and this is definitely going to fit the story, and it's going to make you laugh. But this is Tart Deco Sour IPA by, we're going to go with Talia Brewing, or Talia Beer Company. I don't really know how it's said.
Maybe no.
But I like that one better. Talia is like too fancy. It's Al Ghul. I don't like that. So Talia, Passion Berry Sour IPA. This is a 7.5%er.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's brewed with passion fruit, blackberry, and raspberry.
Okay. Sour IPA. All right, got it.
But anyway, so this past Friday, Brett and I decided to go have a couple beers at Timbers, and
You got a great smell on it. Sorry.
I was there before Brett got there, and there's this old gentleman who seems to be there on Fridays a lot, and he's kind of a dick. And there was Shark Tank was on, and they didn't have the closed captions on or anything, and the volume was down. It's just really fun when you see shows like that and you're at a bar to like make up what the like product is they're trying to sell. So I'm
That's a
having
fun
a
game.
blast. Oh, I was having a blast. And I'm talking to the bartender about it and everything. We're coming up with like what these devices are actually for. We're having a blast. Well, the dude at the end of the bar starts like, change the channel. And the other bartender didn't realize one of the bartenders and I were having a fucking blast. So he goes, change it, go, hey, I'm watching that. And he's like, oh, okay. And he sets thing down, and the dude starts getting pissy. So I just grabbed the TV remote and hide it. I mean, both bartenders saw me do it, but like hide it from them was what I was doing. And he's like, and Brett's now sitting there, and he's and every once in a while you'd hear a word, and all of a sudden it was. Then he realized that like Brett and I heard him, but we didn't give a fuck. So then he started getting personal. I was a fucking fat ass. Then Brett and I were fucking faggots. So Brett made the point of like to the bartender, because we know her, was like, man, do you know me and my brother are fucking faggots together? And she's like, what? And we told her what was going on. She started to throw the old man out, who spends more money there than we do. And we're like, no, it's fine. We don't actually care. This is getting fun, and we're having fun pissing him off. Oh, he straight up was like ready to fight me by the end of the night. And we never said a word to him. We just laughed at everything he did. And by laughing at everything he did, and like talking to each other about what he was saying, like legit, he goes to leave, and Brett just turns and goes, have a great day. And he puts his head back in and just goes and flips us the fuck off. I'm laughing. She goes, you do know he's pulled a knife on someone before, right? I'm like, I got one too. And I bet I move faster than he does. And that's not saying much, but I'm sure I move faster than he does.
I have more layers of fat to get through.
That knife has to be really long to hit anything vital. I got told that in college one time. Buddy held up an 8-inch fucking blade and literally goes, you know, I don't think if I stabbed you with this, it'd hit anything vital. I'm like, I literally held it next to me. And like, it would have hit my spine. But according to him, I was so fat that like, it wouldn't hit anything vital. But yeah, we had a blast. That old man was hilarious.
Mike's adding to us that story, says similarly, he's been present and seen Tyler get someone to leave his bar.
Yep. There was a guy making people uncomfortable, so I returned the favor. Basically by hitting on, he didn't like gay people, and he made a point of saying that. So I flirted with him, told him that I was gay, told him gay people were the best, did all sorts of fun shit. And yeah, he ended up like storming the fuck out. And then he started saying some like misogynistic stuff, and I just would basically argue with everything he said. And he's like, oh, so I'm the fucking asshole. I'm like,
Yeah.
yes. Mike enjoyed it a little bit.
Alex says he loves bullying Tyler. Was he the guy at the end of the bar that day?
No, but I could have seen Alex doing that. Alex is a young guy, not a old man.
I figured, but I was like, well, I don't know, maybe he's wearing a mask or
Alex
something.
is what, 22 now?
Yeah, I think so.
By the way, back to this beer though. Holy shit, it's actually pretty fucking
It
decent.
kind of tastes like a warhead. Not very sour warhead,
Yeah.
but a warhead.
Yeah, I could see that without as much sweetness, because you get a lot of sweetness in Warheads after the sour goes. But it's kind of a tart, flavorful, very
refreshing.
Yeah.
It's like grapefruit juice without being grapefruit.
Yeah.
It's that kind of refreshing, that tart, simple.
Which I didn't realize it was a sour IPA until you were reading the can. I was like, oh, okay, well, that's going to try to tweak my mind. Because we've had a couple of sour IPAs, but I feel like more.
You mean like one that's our favorite 450 North beer ever?
You mean the only 450 beer?
Citrine and Topaz, baby.
But yeah, I mean, there's very few sour IPAs we've had that I thought actually did well. Like, it seems like a lot of people that do that, like, either the mislabeling on it is not really fitting, or just not a good crafted beer. Like, Citrine and Topaz and this are going to be like the ones I'm like, oh, sour IPA, those are going to be the ones I associate now.
Yeah.
Tyler,
Yes, dear.
is it an IPA though?
I mean, to me, no sour IPA is really an IPA. You don't get hops in a sour IPA. It never happens. I've yet to have one. But technically, what makes it a sour IPA is they made it IPA that they soured.
I funked it up. Alex says Alex is 22.
Damn, I'm good. Got you. Got you, dude.
I enjoy it. I think it's done really well.
I think it's 2 for 2.
It definitely reminds me of something out of like Hawaii, like something I would have had there, maybe. And I definitely appreciate the fact that it's passion fruit versus grapefruit. Like you said, I've had enough grapefruit.
No, I was just talking more that refreshingness of like a
Yeah.
grapefruit juice, except a little bit more sweet, a little bit more tastier.
Thank you.
But it reminded me instantly of grapefruit juice. Just the how
It's tropical, though. I agree with
yeah, easy drinking it was.
Mm-hmm.
That was tasty as shit.
Yes, they're very tasty.
Again, if you're wanting like a hoppy sour, you're never gonna get one from a sour IPA. It's just not a thing. It's just not. It really isn't. But I don't expect that anymore. I've had enough sour IPAs to know that like that's not gonna happen. So I guess that makes me feel like maybe that's just the way it's supposed to be.
Right. It's kind of one of those made up styles, like an Italian Pilsner. They're just kind of made up.
You mean like 90% of beer styles anymore?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's like 5 actual beer styles, and then there's everything else.
Yes.
And then there's people going, I want to make something new, so people buy it because it's new.
Like an Indiana Pale Ale.
That's just when Christian says something weird.
I hate you.
Speaking of that beer, though, I think that would be like a good like boat beer. You know, we got the
Oh, yeah.
the monikers like a boat beer, like being on a beach, something like that, like a tropical scenery. That would go great with that.
Drinking this, I will say this though, it's not DUI shelf because it's only 7.5. But if you were drinking this on a boat and you had multiple of them in your cooler,
And your
you would
swim
get
shorts?
drunk very fucking quick,
Oh,
and
yeah,
you
you
wouldn't
said
even
it's
know
like
what's
7, right?
happening. 7.5.
Dude, that's a drinkable
I drank
7.
that really
That's
very
a
quickly.
dangerous.
I forgot that was that high. It's not like
Yeah, it
the
doesn't feel
7's
like
that
it's
high, but
that
that's high enough that drink's not like that.
I'll
'Cause you're
drink
drinking-
sours. There's only so much you can drink. I could drink a ton of that.
You're
Yeah.
drinking that as fast as you do like a light beer if you're on a boat.
Capri Sun.
And that's an extra 3 fucking percent.
Kind of like an
Look.
adult Capri Sun with booze.
You can get drunk real quick. And yes, I agree. That's pretty good.
Pacific Cooler, baby.
Oh, damn it. I think American Vodka, that would be good too.
Oh, that would have been. But, we drank it all on the last holiday.
Well, and we drank all the beer.
And that.
But anyway, time to score it. And you go first.
Ooh, I'm gonna go with a 4 on that one. Very nice.
I'm going to give it a 4 1/4. I'm a huge fan of that.
It was back and forth a little bit, but I'm gonna go 4.5. I really, really like that.
So that is a 4 1/4 average. Matt, not that you count, but excuse me, what would you give it? Found a beer that made me burp already. It's anything with fruit in it a lot of times, I've noticed.
I think I'm going to go the 4 1/4 as well. Like, I was kind of teetering between a 4 and a 4 1/4. But, you guys kind of, like, talked me into the 4 1/4, frankly. Like, I was like, yeah, that is really good. Like, and then I was thinking, like, well, the sour IPA thing, I was like, all right, there's only 2 I've had that I really can remember liking, this being one of them. And that's 2 for 2 out of Talia or Talia now that we're like, okay, I'm much more invested in trying to find these guys' future offerings at this point.
I'm happy. I just want to point out the Trinity was wrong. She was the lowest score. Not that it's a game of right or wrong. She just happens to be wrong.
We just like to point out when they're wrong. So
Well,
that's fine.
are we talking about, is it golf scores or
Not in this case. No.
Okay, I mean,
Not
could
in
it
this
could be,
case.
lowest one or
No,
Price
she's
is
just
Right
wrong.
scores,
It's fine.
close to that going over.
But she
Should have crushed that.
no, because we were all dead on.
Oh, you were a little over the average.
No, he was.
You were the 4.5.
I was a
He was
4.5.
4.5.
Oh, I thought you were 4 1/4. Oh,
I was
okay.
4.5. I was gonna go 4 1/4, and you guys talked me into 4.5, even though you all went 4 1/4.
Fair
That's
enough.
kind of funny.
Yeah.
Not all of us. Somebody was wrong.
Alex also is
Not as
asking,
much.
did someone tell Tyler, ooh, Tyler, while you were gone? Yes. Your comments were all read, Alex. Sorry, I thought you were there. to
Alex,
hear
fuck
them.
off. All right.
I texted them all to him.
Either that or he just wants me to hear say, ooh, Tyler again. Oh, we didn't talk about the mouthfeel on that, though. How was the mouthfeel on that beer? for Talia.
You know, it's the sour, so it's bitter. So
Slightly drying.
Yeah, dry.
The mouthfeel was slightly astringent, but without fully like making you go.
Yeah, not overly drying.
Not. I need to drink something else right fucking now.
No.
Yeah.
It was
More of a
smooth.
pleasant drying.
Yeah, it was very smooth, fruity, a little juicy to go with that like
What
IPA.
was smooth and juicy?
It was smooth and juicy.
But what was it we're talking about?
The beer.
Oh
No,
my god,
no,
it's so
what
juicy.
specifically?
The mouth.
There it is.
she takes a shot every time I say mouthfeel.
That one counts. I mean, I don't know why you try to cover the mouthfeel on that one.
I just really like how she's like, I don't want to say it. I don't want to say the word.
Hey, that's
I
practice.
don't want to say it.
What's the word?
Mouthfeel.
I love how she laughs every time.
I do. We have to do like the Cool Whip with Stewie. Like, say mouth.
The
Now
fuck is
say
this?
feel.
It's a wireless charger.
We've also
Just
got
randomly chilling.
Tarnished Hollow Brewing Company on.
Holder!
And he says, shout out to the Sailor Ghoul tank represents.
Yes.
I brought my other t-shirt too, just in case. I might put it on
She
after the break.
she literally did.
That's
She
a
couldn't figure
good-
out what she wanted to
Where?
wear, so she brought them both. It's fine. And she snorted.
Aside from face painting, will that be our first wardrobe change?
No, I don't think we've had wardrobe changes.
I don't know. I don't think we had one yet. That might be the first,
I
wouldn't
don't
it?
think we had wardrobe.
We have.
We have?
Yeah.
Okay, oh, fair enough.
It's a basement. It's cold. I might put a t-shirt on, but it's another Tarnished Hollow t-shirt. Hey.
Yes.
I love it.
One more beer. And
Yeah,
then
we'll do
break
one more
time.
beer this, before break. Maybe two, depending on how fast it goes.
It's
But-
7:35.
35.
Yeah.
So this is
When
Pipeworks.
did you become a strict rule maker of time?
Oh my god.
He probably has to pee. So
I don't.
normally when he's like,
No, now we took more than an hour and a half. Like, Johnson's
It's
making
more
the
along
whole
the lines of
episode.
the next 4 beers are all dark.
yeah.
So you just want to save it?
Yeah.
All right, so our last beer, I guess, before break is Pipeworks Ninja versus Unicorn versus the Haze. He's only excited because there's a unicorn on it.
It's gonna be a good beer.
A temporary truce between the Shadow Warriors and the Unicorns has been called. Though they are sworn enemies, they must join forces to defeat their trendiest enemy, the Haze. This is a double IPA at 8%.
I like everything about this so far.
I'm so
It's got a
That label's
story.
pretty cool.
Pipeworks is out of Chicago, which I always forget because as many times I've drank up there, I have still yet to go to Pipeworks.
Yeah. never
And
have.
I have drank up there a lot.
So what? And someone else might know more. They have a
Smell
ninja
it.
versus unicorn, and then this is ninja versus unicorn versus haze.
Oh,
Smell
so,
it.
so wait, there's just Ninja versus Unicorn. And
I
this
opened
is
it
the
and
next
got
evolution.
hit by just a...
Yeah.
Damn, Daniel. Okay, and this was a double, you said?
Double IPA, 8%.
All right, I can get behind that.
The guy who doesn't like IPAs?
Well, we've had the
haze
discussion, like the doubles and the triples with the higher sugar content for the alcohol percentage gives it a sweeter finish. It's usually not as hoppy.
Yep.
That I can get
He
behind.
clearly can't smell it.
And the ABV horror in me loves it. I am far enough away it's not getting to me. Also, my sniffer doesn't work very well most of the time, but
Yeah, I don't think my sniffer's working well today either.
it's pretty vestigial, It just holds my glasses up.
Well, we were at a soccer game yesterday, and some kid sitting right beside me got this plant from the woods.
Oh, shit.
And, tore the fucking plant up in parts, and I just lost it. The
Sounds about
allergies got me.
Oh no.
But that's kind of the lame part of the can. We can probably do a little.
Yeah, but you can't see the blurry
The blurry part, it is a
Too
blurry
far.
part.
There we go. I can see the unicorn now.
Oh, Jesus.
That's all I care about.
Oh, his obsession with unicorns.
Just unicorn themed
You
beer.
know what? We should have
It's
put the fucking
specific.
unicorn on the cooler.
I mean, we can in hour 2.
I mean, it's a theory that's worked out for me. Unicorn themed beers have,
Not
by
as
and
long
large,
as it
been
knows,
good.
But very, very good.
Oh,
Matt might like
I'm
this
glad
one,
this was
actually.
the most anticipated beer for me. I'm happy about this.
Oh, yeah. That's pleasant. That's very tropical, fruity.
Ooh.
It's so smooth.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Between-
dangerously
Hey.
smooth.
So that mouthfeel?
It's a very soft mouthfeel, drying at the end,
Yeah.
but over that initial, so pillowy soft, very sweet, very tropical.
Very tropical.
I was going to say, between the fuzzy picture of this rainbow horse and the flavor of this, kind of makes me think of Fruit Stripe a little bit.
The gum,
Yeah, like if they had made this with Fruit Stripe, because the flavor that lasts all 10
More
seconds,
than
and
the
you get a
Fruit
rainbow
Stripe.
of sugar
the
covered.
beer that
most
we had?
artificial flavored, flavoring and gum ever.
But you love the shit out of it for the 10 seconds that you get
I mean,
it.
he's not wrong. But
It's good
You got
artificial.
10 seconds out of it?
No, that's something
All right,
else.
maybe 5.
It's been a while, okay?
It's been a long time since I had Fruit Stripe.
Oh, we're still talking about the gum.
Yeah.
Trinity's still going, why am I here?
No, you're just saying the jokes I'm thinking.
You know
about.
what's funny, though,
That's fine.
folks? She asked to be on the show.
I did.
Had you watched it before? That's a no. She didn't know what she was walking into.
She talked to me about it before.
Yeah.
We had talked beer many times. Speaking of which, before we move on with this beer, what event are you and John looking forward to? Other John, not that John. What are you guys looking forward to this year?
So we are going to Anderson on Tap. I get to help pour for that this year, and
Whoop.
then definitely the Hop and Coaster one because I didn't get to go last year because it sold out like that.
It's fun.
It's so
Good time.
fun.
Yeah, so I think that's what I'm
Spoiler
looking.
alert.
Hey,
It's fun.
Oh,
spoiler alert to you two, though. Guess who has a cabin just down from us? They do.
Oh, nice! If we get like a little
We do a little
John's happy.
rowdy.
little party cove going on the cul-de-sac.
Well, I
there.
already told her that we're planning an after party. I got to start reaching out to the breweries again. I talked to a lot of them earlier this year.
So this time we
But-
don't have to drink a whole bottle of like Screwball the first night, so
Oh,
we
no, I
can
am.
function the next day.
No, I'm still getting just as drunk Friday.
I'm not. I need to be able to function.
Yeah, you both had to take a midday nap.
That was
That's
more
every
because-
Saturday, though.
That was also because I was dying. But I was so dehydrated, my hands looked like fucking gloves. I couldn't make a fist. My fingers swelled
His
up
hands
so much.
look like Mickey Mouse wearing gloves.
Like I straight up, I went to shake.
Picture.
I went to like give somebody a fist bump, and I couldn't.
You can-
I had like a claw,
I wish he was lying.
and I hadn't noticed it yet because like I hadn't really closed my hand for any reason, and like I was like, John, we need to go. John's like, that's fine. I was tired anyways.
Oh, we got Justin. Sorry if I butchered it. It's either E-B-E-Y, eBay?
Just at eBay. Do you own eBay?
No, that's E-B-A-Y, so
Oh, okay.
I'm going to go with Ebby. He says, didn't they make a Fruit Stripe IPA? Yes, they did. We
Yeah,
had
we
it,
drank
and it
it.
was not good, to my
No.
memory.
I wasn't here.
I recall it not
It was
being...
not good.
Yeah, anything. Which I was sad, because I bought it because of that can. I was like, oh, Fruit Stripe Go! This should be
The
good.
label still might have made the.
And it didn't deserve to.
No, it didn't. You haven't put any new labels on yet.
It's been a minute.
Oh, it was a while ago we had that. I mean, it was...
I haven't had it, so it was
The
one of
label
the
art was
times I
cool,
missed.
but it didn't earn its place. Oh, he
Did
said
not
first
earn
was
its place.
correct. Yes, go with the gut, Matt. Ebby.
What, EB?
Evie.
EB. Yeah, this was really good.
Yeah.
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 My unicorn theory upstands.
I
sucks.
I need a unicorn beer to suck because
I
I'm really
know.
tired of him being that
It's
excited.
like approaching River North area. Damn it.
That's still the
Let's
greatest
talk to Jason. He can make unicorn beer.
greatest thing I've ever done in my entire life, to be honest though, is sitting in my favorite brewery, talking to a brewer who's watched our show and knows how much we like his beer, and flat telling him we hope he makes a shitty beer so we can rate it poorly. Because we were tired of having nothing but great beer from him. The dude looked at us like we'd lost our fucking minds. Best part is, while there, we bought a bottle to bring home. Like, we bought a bunch of bottles to bring home.
A lot.
But one of those bottles we had, and it sucked ass, and we cheered.
Yeah.
I don't know if it sucked ass, but it was.
It was real bad.
We didn't give it like a 1. Like,
And
We gave it like a 1.25.
oh, that was higher than that.
No.
And let's be honest, we got kudos for
We did.
saying their beer
Some
sucks.
people there that worked there told us that they appreciated us being honest.
Earnest
That's
feedback.
why
actually agreed with us on that one.
that's why they like our reviews, and
It's
yeah. So that was actually really cool. I like when people want us to be honest.
So I'm
Not
kind
everyone
of
does.
curious now because Justin said East. Ooh.
I
No
don't think
dinner.
That was English.
No
No.
dinner. Kicking in. E Brewing Company representing. Were you from E Brewing? Because they were right across the yard from us. And I
Are
will
they
tell
the
you
ones
what,
who had the
their milkshake brought the boys to the yard because they
That one
had
was good.
the Trix milkshake IPA that was 11%.
Where's my
11% if you didn't hear that part. And that shit was good.
Yeah, that one was really good.
I didn't have to look. I didn't see it earlier, or I'd have picked it.
So hopefully you can confirm or deny if you are part of E Street, Justin. He's 50% owner. All right, are you the E of E Brewing? I would presume.
Makes sense.
Wait,
Yeah.
what's E Brewing?
It was
That's
a brewery that was
close to us.
yeah, a
At
couple
Tipton?
booths.
Yep.
Yeah, and
Damn, I missed a fun one. It sounds like.
yeah, him and his partner. He says half owners. So
Hey, like us, except they make money.
yeah, that was
Hopefully.
a killer
I've been in the
IPA.
brewing business.
True.
Hopefully people went over there. Justin, everyone I talked to, I told them to go over there and try that shit because it was
I
good.
did actually.
And the other, so his last name is E. So we also got Esterline. We got 2 E's, so E Brewing,
I
and
get
they're
it.
both half.
Oh, all right.
They're both half an E.
Trent, you haven't had
I forget
a
the
chance
name
to
of that beer,
talk
but
much
if you
'cause
get a chance to get that
we
beer,
do that.
it.
We talk a lot. So
Okay.
tell us a little bit about your beer life. Like you do a lot of fun stuff with beer too. You go to
Yes.
events, you have
Yeah.
poured, all that stuff.
Yeah, so what mostly I like to do, and John and I, my husband, like to do,
Boo!
is we actually
I'm
plan
really
our
glad.
trips.
I had to think for a second. I'm sorry. I hate to interrupt. But
No, we
you
don't.
said poured a little bit, and I first heard a
Porn?
different word.
Porn?
Poured a little bit.
Oh, she whored a little bit. Even
That's
better.
what I heard. I'm sorry.
She whored a little bit. The
I'm
beer
beer
industry.
whore.
I mean, really,
that's
Brought the beer home. That's all that matters.
That's actually how they met so many people.
It's healthy. That is healthy.
Yeah, but wait, what you thought he said and what he thought you thought he said. We're kind of in that same vein, though.
So we started off at Herat, just trying out our beers, and that's how my palate got to where it is now. So yes,
Shout out Herat.
Yep. So I can have anything from an IPA down to a porter, all the different malts and
Leave me
colors
up
and all
to.
that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, whichever it needs to go. I'll go whichever direction I need to go with the beer.
Good for you, John.
That goes back to that horse. Okay, never mind.
Monster. This was
and
my hobby. Now she's
now I plan
Now
trips.
she's on the show.
serious. No,
Now I
do
plan
it
trips
all.
literally in a notebook around breweries. What's the closest we can get to, as many as we can, and literally the notebook exists. So
It's a great movie.
Another bad
That's a
movie.
much better notebook. I've
no,
seen
it's a
that
beer
movie.
notebook.
What was the
So much
best,
better.
record we had?
Yeah, could you just have like fancy like big Old English E font, the notebook, and above just handwritten beer.
Hey, Russell.
Like I would watch that movie.
You know we talk about different movies, Russell. Let's do one with the beer notebook.
I still say we got to do the Two Beerded Guys
Mad Max.
Mad Max style. Yeah,
Alright.
we need to.
I don't think we got the budget for that.
Hey, that's why we have sponsors.
All right.
Especially Turf's Up Radio. You can find them on the right side of your screen, but they're the ones that actually pay for all of our drunken movie shenanigans. Check us out on basically wherever you find podcasts, Two Bearded Guys Drunken Movie Reviews. And basically it's 3 dudes getting drunk, talking about movies like they're sitting at a bar. It is a hell of a lot of fun. We have a blast. Tonight's episode that we're recording is none other than the Disney Plus brand new Chippendales Rescue Rangers.
We want Darkwing. We want Darkwing.
But make sure you tune in and leave us a review for our station, 5 stars, on Spotify, because we're trying to get into where when people sort by 5-star review, like podcast, we pop up, but we need more reviews.
I need to go rate us.
So you are the worst
I'm horrible.
co-owner ever. But yeah, check us out. And again, thank you to Turf's Up Radio, your industry, your station.
Our drunken shenanigans.
Attaboy, he was on top of it this time. Time to rate this beer. It is my turn to go first. That's one of my favorite IPAs I've had in a while. I'm going to go with 4.75.
I agree. 4.75.
I want slightly more hops to get it to a 5.
That's really good, but I'm going to go 4.5. Very, very tasty.
John's always fucking wrong.
I am going to argue that John's not wrong. I'm going to go the 4.5 as well.
That actually is telling me that he is wrong because you're the biggest IPA hater in the room and you agreed with him, which
Well-
means it should have been higher.
I very rarely give IPAs above 4.5 anyways. So that's just kind of my...
You barely get one to 4.5.
Ouch. Justin says that Tipton was a phenomenal show. I would have to agree. It
Show?
was, well, event, whatever you want to call it. He said show. I'm just reading the words off
Oh,
the screen.
sorry. I like you more, Justin.
Yeah, but it was a lot of fun. We'll have to talk about that in an hour or two. Come back because I'd like to say there's some things that we should probably shout out and some things we saw that was cool, fun. He also
wasn't
says
there. I can't
Frank's
tee that up.
Sock Hop Milkshake is the name of the Trix one,
It was really
which
good.
that was really good.
That sounds
Delicious.
stupid good.
11%. I do remember
11%.
What
that.
kind of beer was it?
It was a milkshake IPA made with Trix at 11.
That was 11?
11. It didn't drink
So,
like 11. It drank strong, but not that
Justin,
strong.
where are you located and where can I get some? because I would love to drink the hell out of that and have it on the show
may as well-
/ have you on the show sometime.
You may as
So
well
get
throw
hold
a
of us.
link in the chat too. Because
Yeah.
Also, just real quick, as he says he's gonna head off. Alex says he's gotta go head out to actually do some work at work. So thanks for chiming in, hanging out.
Of course, Alex was on while at work.
And since we didn't get to see Russell say he's got to go, but I'm sure he did. We already
He's
did
not
the
doing the
shut
night
up.
show anymore.
he is not doing the night show.
Oh, he's not, oh, so he might be on the. Is he gonna be on the whole time now?
No.
Confirm.
I'm sure he has a life.
We are his life.
And really, I missed my pet name of the week. So Liz, I love you. I miss you.
Have you not had one all month?
It's been a minute.
Pretty much.
Yes!
Been a
They're
minute.
just waiting for you to come back.
There's just no Tyler
Again.
to make jealous.
Again,
It kind
without
of takes all the
me,
fun out of it, right?
without me,
I know.
people don't like you guys.
So Justin says
They
that
just love to hate you.
the E
I know,
Street
it's great.
or E Brewing is based in South Whitley or Whiteley, Indiana.
Okay.
It's like Whitley.
Is that up
H-I-T-L-E-Y Whitley?
near? Is that where Whitco High School is at?
I'll look it up.
We got a cricket break to figure it out.
Thanks for listening, guys, watching, whatever the fuck this is.
All the above.
We will be back here in just a minute. We're going to take a quick break, 2 to 5 minutes at most. Usually 2 to 3 anymore. We'll be right back. I'm TBG_OpsGuy.
My dog, B&Q.
With us today,
Trinity.
in the deep background,
Hey!
and behind the camera,
Is that Big Albert? Fat Albert?
I love him.
and behind the camera, the one, the only.
I can't even.
Sounds about, hey, that's pretty
That's
normal.
all right,
isn't it?
yeah.
We'll be right back.
John and off-screen man, big bushy beards and nothing high. Two bearded guys. Oh yes they are 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 two bearded guys.
Who are we?
Two bearded guys.
You said that way too calm for that music. I don't believe it at all.
That's the best part. Welcome back to the second half of the show. As you can tell, the beers are getting darker because so did the music.
And my shirt.
Yeah, somebody changed.
Holy
Which stand up. They can't see part of that shirt.
Okay.
Actually, we got to see when she did a lean back. Yeah.
There we
I
go.
like big beards.
I like big beers that I
You're
can.
not lying.
Which is perfect because we have some
Big
beers.
beers.
It's a good thing she brought her own DD.
Thank you, hubby.
I don't know if there's anything below 13.
No, there's two that are in the 11s.
Okay.
Child's play.
Yeah.
You fools.
It's gonna be a good day. And all my... Sorry. Nappy Roots. Love them. So, it is time. We're starting off with none other than my favorite brewery, River North Brewing Company. Rum barrel aged cinnamon vanilla, Mr. Sandman.
There's a little bit of cinnamon.
Bring
sour,
me
but
a
that's
drink.
okay.
Do-do-do.
I think it should be fair that I don't know if you're partaking much at all, but we gotta share the love.
Words.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
He's talking to
Other
John.
John should get some River
You're
North.
sharing my smallest bottle? Really? No, that's fine. Grab him that sample glass right there. He'll be perfect.
Yeah, I mean just a little splashy splash.
Oh, no, I agree wholeheartedly. I just
Yeah.
want to put
We gotta, it's
the one that's a
so I started watching this new show Under the Banner of Heaven, which is like it's got Andrew Garfield, you know, the
Racist.
bad Spider-Man.
West
But-
Side of Brownsburg, man.
Same exit, baby.
Anyway, it's a show about like
That's actually time to serious conversation.
well, not really, just quasi serious, but you know what? It's gone. There was a thing, but the thread was so thin that I'm just gonna hit and cut it now.
So this is coming in at a whopping 11.1%.
Pussies.
It's almost small for them. But then again, we've also had a 22% anniversary beer from them.
That tasted like a 12%.
We haven't
was-
done that on the show either, have we?
We're not. Not until the it ages a
Anniversary.
year. Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
Because we rated it there, remember?
Yeah, I just thought maybe we were going to do it, and I kind of got excited. We've also got Prod B EP or Prod by EP on the YouTubes. Says the man, the myth, the legend. Tyler, put it in the canner danner.
We have this is aged in South American rum barrels with Madagascar vanilla beans and Indonesian Karante cinnamon. They do
that,
not.
though.
The best part about them is when they say vanilla beans, they ain't saying they're used artificial. They straight up are true.
Yeah, they use the beans.
We use the real shit.
Which is more expensive than crack.
Yes.
Yes.
You ain't fucking
I
wrong.
believe this.
Vanilla beans are fucking stupid.
God, that. All right, so you know my feelings on cinnamon. That vanilla and that cinnamon on the nose itself.
But yeah, it just
Pleasant.
balancing
So
so
pleasant.
well.
it smells like
Well,
I
and
don't know,
using
something
a
I drink
rum
at
barrel?
Christmas.
Yep.
If done right, a rum barrel, cinnamon, and vanilla work so well.
They should.
Rum smooths it out a lot. I mean, for me, that rum comes in.
Was that a quote from Die Another Day?
Possibly.
I thought Christmas only came once a year.
There's a lot of cinnamon, but it's so balanced. It works.
Done really well.
It's smooth.
It's pleasant.
I'm gonna have to get nitpicky to actually be like,
Yeah,
Tyler's gonna hit me
because John and I
because
both
this
are,
is damn near perfect.
we both have that cinnamon too muchness. Like a little bit of cinnamon goes a long way, and you can tell there's a lot in here, but it's not cinnamon forward
He's
or
like, thank
hefty.
you for letting me try.
This is
Are you
just
okay?
Yes.
this
You
is
gonna live over here?
cinnamon
Yes.
done good.
Well, he's cute. It's fine. Sorry, Matt. The pretty one was behind you making faces.
I get that a lot. As long as he's only making faces behind me.
Can I see that?
Oh,
Justice says that one is delicious. So I don't know if you've got a River North hookup, my friend, but yes, they
That
are.
was one of them I believe was on Tavora as well at one point.
probably they do quite a good bit of getting stuff on there. And,
Yeah.
and as we've said before, if you're someone that's dabbling or hardcore on
If you're on
Tavor,
Tavor,
we
it's a
highly
must buy.
recommend about anything they put on. Try
Yeah.
and find it. Yeah, he said Tavor as well. Yes.
If you have a crate open and a River North beer pops up, it's a must buy. If you don't have a crate open and a River North beer pops up, I highly
Think about
suggest
it.
opening a crate.
Sort of great. Yeah. There's a couple, and we need to redo that list. There's a couple that just like you see it on there, you got to get it.
There's been many a times where we're like, we're not opening another crate. We're not opening another crate. We're not
Oh,
opening another
fuck.
crate. River North's on there. Ah, fuck it! I opened a crate.
Now the worst one you see like a couple of the breweries that you're like, you know what? It's River North, but it's one beer, and then like the next beer drops like Ale Song, like fuck. All
Yeah,
right, now
you'll get like back to back drops of like Ale Song, River North, Hoppin' Frog, and Freedom, and you're like, I'm definitely getting one now, and you go click, 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 click.
Well, Justin just threw up. If you pass upon Anchorage, we can't be friends. So another,
Don't worry.
another. Unless it's like $50 a bottle.
Yeah, there
which,
are Anchorage beers I pass on anymore because $50 a can is
monetarily speaking, it sometimes is a little spicy meat.
Although we did have a sponsor buy one for us, it's fine.
And honestly, they don't mark it up that much. So
No, I mean I'm not saying it's not worth it. I'm just saying I'm cheap.
Yeah, I'm just saying
I
I'm not
get it.
willing to spend that on it. There's a difference.
that's fair.
He says no excuses. I can't follow your logic, sir.
This is tasty as hell.
This
The
is-
cinnamon is a lot.
But it's so balanced. It's not
The
like
vanilla and
overwhelming.
the vanilla and the rum barrel very much balance it. The body's a little thinner than John will like. If he's going to nitpick, that's going to be one of the things he's going to go
He knows
after.
me so well.
So
And
we've been
it's
doing this for
actually-
2 years and a half.
And it's also very thin for them.
Yeah.
Now, again, it's thicker than a lot of stouts we drink. But for them especially, and just this style, it is a thinner body than I'm used to from River North. But the flavor to me, that thin a body still carrying this high level of flavor, I ignore the fact it's thin.
I still have an 11 ABV, still pretty good on a
11.1.
thinner body too. Like usually you gotta thicken it up to support that.
Well, I feel seen because he literally called out what I was going to say. So
It's really fun to do that
Did he
to
speak
him.
your truth, John?
he did.
It's really fun to do that to him when he thinks he's going to like drop something to fuck with me.
No.
And then I'm just like, this is what John's going to say. And John's just kind of like, well,
No, John said that he's actually happy. He's like, he does listen.
Oh.
He does care.
he's my work wife. It's fine. Yeah, that's fantastic. Trent, what did you think of it? How many River North beers have you had?
This is the first one.
Yes! Audible. We popped the cherry.
Cherry. I am about 99.9% sure this is the first River North brewery I've had.
I love your
So
husband in the background.
shut up, John. Okay, so I love the balance. There was definitely some balance there. I got the bit of the taste of the like tingling on the tongue from the different value of from the what in the cinnamon, whatever that is, Indonesian cinnamon. So they're getting fancy with what they're
They
using.
use that kind of cinnamon every
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, they're getting
And
fancy.
I try to pronounce it every time, and I think I've pronounced it differently
every time.
Yeah.
But just the balance between the vanilla and the cinnamon, perfect. Am I allowed to rate now? Like,
I mean, it's
me
John's
getting the
turn,
rate?
but, you know, I
Oh,
just
no,
wanted to
no,
make
no,
you
no.
talk.
Okay.
We kind of talk over you a little bit, so, you know.
The fact that you said, we're popping cherries here, remember like the Swing Revival and the Cherry Poppin' Daddies? Like, that was a band, and in hindsight, it just dawned on me, I'm like, oh, now I get what that meant. Because, like, when you're in 9th grade, you're like, oh, Cherry Poppin' Daddy? I don't know, whatever that is.
I fucking love him.
And now,
And now you're like,
now that you're
ew!
41-year-old daddy, you're like, oh.
And I just hit you like in waves, like, oh!
So, this beer. That we talk about that distinction between 4.5 and 4.75 and 5, and really to tingle your jingles, this doesn't quite get me there, and it is because of that body. It is like if you can be like, oh, he's not gonna like cinnamon. I don't like cinnamon, but this is done really well for me. Slightly thinner body. That's why I checked and looked. I was like, well, maybe it's a porter. No, it's an imperial stout. So
They've actually had thicker porters from River North that we
have.
had.
So a little bit shocked by that, but I'm still good at 4.75. Fucking good.
Wrong! Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. I was gonna
I had a
go.
cough, my bad.
Sounded like it.
I was gonna go with a 4.75 as well.
Yes.
You know what? I understand.
Just because I've had thicker stouts versus the thin.
She likes them.
So there's that.
That right back
I
there,
just
John?
learned that about John. Okay.
Well, married to a skinny dude. What are we talking about?
Well, there's other parts, Tyler.
Well, that's why I said that. I'm gonna go with a 10. Oh, I mean a 5.
It's like a tube of biscuits.
It's a Pringles can.
Oh, that's even longer.
I'm giving him credit.
the same girth though.
I know. I thought the tube of biscuits was pretty creditful. Not hearing any no's in this room, are we?
I just love how she's like, oh fuck, we're back to why am I here? I'm giving it a 5. It's 4.75 average, and actually it's a very good score from everybody. I just like giving John shit. I was just extremely impressed with the balance, and to me that pushed me over that edge.
He was edging.
I was, and the balance just it got me all the way there, and you know I appreciate it. God, we started off with Pornhub, and it just hasn't changed.
It really has. I blame you. It's actually been pretty absent from the show the last month. Imagine the additional jokes and fun this show could have.
Pornhub as a sponsor.
Man,
I'm sending him a fucking email tonight.
do it.
Maybe I shouldn't say.
I mean, you can put math on there.
And this beer is brought to you by Dirk Diggler.
The show brought to you by Pornhub, sponsor of Trinity the Teacher.
Ooh, now when you say it like that, that does sound like a search thing. I mean, that just it's that double T that really rolls off the tongue. One might say.
Matt got double T before, never.
I don't think I remember that.
Quadratic equations with Trinity the Teacher.
Quadratic.
I'll Pythagorean your theorem.
Oh! Damn. I'm sorry, Mary Guy, but that was sexy right there. I've never been aroused by math before. There is a first time for everything.
Search genre just expanded.
Yeah, well, let's find that X.
Hey, we're gonna A square that and B square
Why?
Oh god.
that and X.
A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Like just
I'm
what?
so proud of you.
It's like I'm so proud of you. Oh,
We're gonna rise all over that slope.
God, you can have so much fun.
Oh, this conversation's gotten obtuse.
Oh, I feel like
Oh, that was a cue. All right. Anyway,
Bring this back in. So, actually, Tyler, go ahead and talk about that beer, and then I would like to talk about Tipton.
We do need to talk about Tipton, yeah.
Yeah, because we had a lot of fun.
Again,
there.
I wasn't there, so it hadn't been on my brain.
John had so
Sorry.
much fun, he wasn't in the booth for an hour.
No, real quick. We got a text. So we have a chat between the three of us, and there's a text. I'm at baseball, right? And I look at this fucking text message, and it just goes, "John, where are you?"
At first it was concern, and then it was anger.
That's all I see pop up. I haven't seen anything in this group chat because they knew I was coaching and they were together. So nothing has come across this chat all fucking day. All I see for the first time is, "John, where are you?" And I know John and how much he likes strangers. And I'm like, oh, that fucker found a friend.
In this particular case, I did not. In this particular...
No, he brought a friend and his wife, and then they just went around and talked to single-serving friends.
So... we got our buddy Cecil Magic was there. It was his first beer fest he got to participate in with Indiana Untapped. He's going to be at a few more. We're still working at Hops and Coasters.
I'm on one of his videos.
We're not working.
I know.
We're schmoozing. That's like a word function.
We're trying to
of
get him
ours.
on the Midway. Walking around and doing magic tricks.
Do you want me to get that done?
I mean, they're having that conversation. They wanted to see how Tipton went, but Tipton went really well. Like, he had his little portable bar out there. He was doing magic tricks for everybody.
Oh boy.
And he's just amazing.
Yeah, he was right beside the people with the leather naughty coasters. That's why I saw them and bought them.
If you guys get a chance, he will. It's a portable bar that he brings over. He'll come and do a party at your house. He's a bartender, licensed bartender, do some magic tricks. Love Cecil Magic.
Yeah, he's very entertaining, and having a one-on-one little show there, because I went there like while he was on a
one-on-one show.
a
But that's
break.
why I was gone for an hour.
He did the 3 coins,
I was
right?
watching Magic.
He
Yeah.
was doing the 3 coins. Oh,
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
was so
he
cool. I
was
got to
like
see
a lot
that
of fun.
clip.
Like he did a couple different things, like just a couple of tricks. I was like, dude, I don't know how like.
Did he
so
do
I
the
know-
baseball thing?
I know Magic's sleight of hand, right? So I was like, trying to half pay attention but still act shocked. It's like, no, it's just sheer shock. I was like, I don't get it.
Oh, when he was here? That
Yeah.
was hilarious.
Did he
No,
do
no, at Tipton too when he was doing his little booth.
Did you see him do the
displays.
baseball thing?
I think so.
Where he's got the little baseball like bubble gum, and
Oh, no,
then
not that
he moved
one.
the cup, and then it was an actual baseball. Then he moved the cup again. It was a fucking lime.
Yep, I did see that. It wasn't baseball bubblegum to start with though. It was like little baseball. Oh, it was just little mini baseballs. I don't think
It's
was that good?
baseball bubblegum, but
Oh, is it?
yeah.
Oh, I'm just a big league.
I feel like
chew
I
man.
said what I said.
They used to sell those at the buckets at the high school I went to.
Okay, I didn't
All right,
realize.
this is Hoppin'
good.
Frogs, plum
much.
tuckered out double porter at 16.8%.
It's light for them.
An abundance, it's a porter. An abundance of plum makes this powerhouse of a porter amazingly smooth and delicious. Aromas of raisin and dark fruit abound, creating an immensely satisfying complexity and depth. A marathon of fermentation when brewer's yeast
That
pushes
sounds right.
when brewer's yeast pushes to this level of alcohol is plum tuckered out. Ha ha ha. This is from Akron, Ohio.
I kind of expect this to be a poor man's barley wine.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
All right, so Justin from E Brewing says his magic trick for them was showing them an empty glass was full moments before.
Oh yeah,
I do that too.
That we could do.
I'm
Carrie,
very good at it.
Yeah.
Carrie also says instead of Pornhub, you should get the origami porn site to sponsor you. It's pay-per-view.
Wow.
Dug deep. Dug deep.
But I would like to give a shout out to Chapman's Brewing Company at.
That's a first.
Yeah, I don't know that I.
Oh shit! But their Imperial Red
Their
actually was really
Imperial
good.
Red
I'm
was
not a huge Chapman's fan, that's why.
amazing. Like,
Things kind of came out. Oh, my bad.
no, the Imperial Red they had was
Imperial Red was good.
possibly my favorite beer of the show. Like
He keeps saying show.
event, meeting, what? I don't know, festival, whatever. Subject your word in here, but
Okay, and I know that Tyler went there, and I know we have this deliciousness in our glass that we got to drink and talk about. But let's finish this Tipton conversation. What is your favorite beer from that event?
I think I'm gonna have to go the red from there.
I'm going with E Brewing's cereal beer, the double IPA or triple IPA, whatever it was.
Trinity, you were not at that one, were you?
I'm gonna get to be no.
I wasn't there.
I'm actually going to go Phil Brewing's Mexican Lager. That was really good. It was nice, refreshing, perfect on that day that we had.
There
It was
was
pretty
one
damn warm.
that was really cool too.
Private.
Who was it behind us? Had the blue moon with the ice cream and the blue food.
That was 2 Toms.
That was a very interesting thing too. Like
I
that
didn't
was
have any. I don't know.
kind of a cool turnout. I mean, sorry man, you were busy walking around making friends.
I get yelled at the last one for not doing that. Now I get yelled at for doing it. I mean, shit.
You just gotta.
You may as well name yourself Tyler and be fucking done with it.
You gotta prioritize your goings arounds, bud. You have ample time to sample them all. I did. Now back to this beverage though. This thing just smells like the mushroom cloud that looks to be pictured on the can. Like this smells like a alcoholic warhead. Like just not like
It's not sour.
not sour warhead, but just like potent.
Nuclear warhead.
Yes.
There is a lot of booze. This is not sneaking up on you.
I mean, all right. Let's see. But is it like you can tell it's 16%?
Oh, but that
or-
body.
I would guess very high.
That body. I like them thick.
I
like 'em chunky.
Name that movie.
Nope.
Madagascar?
No.
I like them big. I like them chunky.
I thought you were going to do like big,
Madagascar
thick, and
too.
juicy.
Moto.
Sugar Honey Iced Tea.
Shit.
I never watched Madagascar. He watched Madagascar. He loves Madagascar.
My man.
Moto.
This is not hiding booze, but I wouldn't guess 16. That's just such an astronomical
Oh,
number.
I'm guessing
Yeah.
14 or higher easily.
All right. I've had it. We've talked about
Maybe
Avery that we've
13,
never
alright.
really had on the show very infrequently,
We've had a couple.
but not that much. Like for as much as I felt like I'd had seen their stuff around to get, I don't feel like I see it very much anymore. But
I've seen them in bottles, and
But-
so I'm didn't know that they would have them in cans.
Hop and Frog?
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
what they do
pretty
most of the
boozy.
time.
It's this cute looking. No, I'm not saying it's not boozy. It is,
And
but
it's this size.
just 16 is such a high number. Like, how many people fathom that beer is going to be at a 16? Like, if
People
someone
who drink them by the thousands.
if someone didn't hand you didn't see the size of this can to denote the potency, and you just drank
Well, the
this.
size of the can tells me it's potent.
That's what, if you didn't see the can, like someone just gave you a sample, like if you walked up to Hop and Frog's tent and you
Well,
didn't
for
read
one,
the
I'm sign. immediately guessing 15 or higher if I walk up to Hop and Frog.
Well, fucking yeah, you're right. All right, so someone say we're working at Tipton on Tap, and you made it there, and I came back with a surprise drink. Said, hey, here you go, try this, Tyler. And I didn't tell you where it was from. And
I'd
you
guess
didn't...
14 or higher easy with this beer.
Okay, all right. So I'll give you that if that's what you're sticking to. I wouldn't guess. It's not hiding the booze, but like just 14, 16, those are such high numbers that we don't really see that often.
This is
mad about
boozier tasting to me than the anniversary 22%.
Yeah, the 22%. Yeah.
Oh, I disagree. That 22 was good, but
All right, fuck it. Pull it out.
It was hot.
No, because that's the last one we had.
Damn it.
Yeah, because John gave her the one I thought it was.
No,
Yeah, well, we didn't give it
we
away,
took one
but
to Smoes. That was the whole point of it.
yeah.
One
yeah.
was to go to Smoes, one was to Cellar, one went home with me.
I thought the impression or the idea
And you
was gonna
took
be-
one home, didn't you?
No.
No, we only bought 3 that time.
Yeah, because I thought I'd be involved with one going to Smoes,
You were supposed to be.
and then I
My
wasn't.
fault.
Should have showed up.
I had like a thing. I don't know what it was, but I had a thing.
And the best part is, I've had multiple people that have seen this show now and heard us talk about this anniversary beer going, so when you do that on the show in a year,
wanna
I
be
could
on
be
the
the
show?
guest. Like, and I'm like, I'm sure you fucking could be. Just,
Let us do the raffle for that. Like, we'll do a
Do a
lottery.
raffle. That's just not a bad idea. Oh, look at
Matt
that.
had a good idea.
It happens where like
I don't like it.
hashtag getting tipsy and Tipton. I'm underappreciated in this unpaid internship
I'd have
that I've
put
got.
hashtag Titsy in Tipton, but that's beside the point.
I say I'm a little classier.
You weren't even there enough. They were Titsy and Tipton. You can just.
He's always Titsy.
Oh, Stefan's on. He said, "What's up, kids? What's up,
up,
man?"
Hey,
Speaking of high ABV, sneaky drinking, high quality craft beverages.
Speaking of ABV whores,
Stefan, we need to get back together because I have a barley wine on the show tonight. We need to discuss barley wines.
I'm not sure if if Justin from E is talking about Stephen King at Hoplore. Whoa. Sorry, button was on the wrong hand. But he's saying everything they put out is wonderful. So I'm assuming he might be talking about
Button
Hop and
was
Frog.
on the wrong hand.
he's not
Yeah.
used to pushing the buttons.
Beer hand was on this side because I was talking with my left hand, which you can't see because I got a screen in front of me. And Stefan
He can't
says,
push buttons.
"Let's bet you won't."
That's what he said.
Yes.
So
All right, no, it didn't.
I did
Sounded better though, didn't it?
with
No,
the
because I was
description.
confused if it with him.
With the description on this beer, I really did think like a poor man's barley wine. Not a poor man. It's just
Kind of got there, but it was boozier.
Not
it's not as
official barley wine.
complex.
Yeah, true.
It's not as complex as I would imagine.
Would you call this an American triple?
No. But it's literally just a porter that they boozified and added plum.
Yeah. I
And by
do
plum,
enjoy
I mean
it
raisin,
Yeah.
But
for a porter, that double porter. I mean, God, that body's the thickest body we've had tonight. And we've had imperial stouts.
we had a stout.
I like the conversation that's happening over here because Stefan's like, "Well, of course it's Hoplore he was referring to," and then Justin's answer is both. We need more international people to start hitting off and making friends like we had that one night on Twitch. That was
a lot of fun.
amazing.
We had an episode one time where 2 random people on Twitch,
We've not had
one
customs.
from Germany and one from
I want to say Switzerland, but I
like
could be
Switzerland
wrong.
or Holland, somewhere around there.
Very cool.
Started just chit chatting, never met. They started watching our show, were talking to us, then started talking to each other, and for the next 45 minutes had a conversation about beer on our Twitch with each other. It was the greatest thing ever.
It was pretty
Hey,
awesome.
we do one thing really well. Is
We bring people together.
Yeah.
And get drunk. Oh, 2 things, maybe 2.
Oh, shit,
Well, beer brings people together, and we facilitate beer.
So we do 2 things good. Not the show. I mean, we just do this.
No,
but
the show
we
sucks.
drink well, we bring people together well.
All right, so it is time to talk about this beer just a little bit more and then score it.
Justin also says that Stefan is the pimp. I'm guessing that has some yeets and long hair to do with that.
No, he has pit vipers. I have eats.
Yeah, sorry. He's got the officials.
Yep. I got the knuckles.
Accurate.
Yeah.
Why did I go to Yeats first?
I just wore them.
It's almost like someone had a sponsorship or something from them.
So
on this.
you are that I put no effort into and lost. Yeah.
It's It checks out.
That's not one of his two things he's good at.
So what do you think? Then score it.
Okay, so I like Happened Frog. I've had their stuff before. I was excited for the plum, but it's almost too, like, boozy for me.
Hides a lot of the flavor.
Yeah, hides that. So, it's good. I don't think I could do a ton of that. I should be sipping this, but I'm not. So
She's like, I got a DD, and it's summer break, bitches.
yeah. So I'm gonna go with a 4.
I mean, he'd probably
enjoy
take a
it.
sip if you're trying to get rid of it.
I enjoy it.
Are you saying nothing? No, he wouldn't.
So I'm gonna go with a 4
Okay, all
on
right.
this one.
The booze hides a lot of the flavor. It's got good flavor, but you have to actually look for it, which is kind of annoying. I'm
Like, where's
actually going to go
Waldo?
slightly lower. It's a 3.75 for me. I love high ABV beers. I love everything about the beer, but the ABV legitimately hides the pleasantries of the beer, and I can't give it a 4 because of that.
I
I have words.
would still seek it out. I think it's very good. The body really is to stand out for me for a porter especially, but it is overly boozy. This is one of those that it's going to go in the cellar, and hopefully in about 4 years, we'll pull that out, and we'll see how that tastes at that point.
How many years did you say?
3 or 4 years.
Honestly, I might be able to keep you away from it for that long. That's fair.
Yeah. So, and I've got 3 cans of it still.
90% of the time, he actually doesn't know what's in his
I don't know
cellar.
what's in the cellar, yeah.
Matt and I keep that on purpose because he'll drink it otherwise.
Yeah.
But still, this can,
Tyler, you guys know he was in there.
this
Don't
can,
look at
this
him.
beer, and my personal preferences as well, I'm still going to give it a 4.25.
4.25. All right.
I still enjoy it.
Still averages out to a 4. I mean, it really is a good beer, and I probably did score it a little low. That booze hides so much flavor, and I like.
There probably is more flavor there
I
to be had.
like big ABV beers. I
does.
love big ABV beers, but that
And he
one,
can't lie.
I want
likes it just-
to
just so
still
big.
taste good flavor.
Nice big.
That again, I keep going back to it, but when you have a drink that's 22%, when you're talking about big ABV, it's a good.
Yeah,
There was still a lot of flavor in that beer
it was.
that wasn't hidden.
Yep.
I definitely picked up on the plum for
Yeah,
sure.
man, that's
You
it.
do,
Which
but it's
is
just
so different. Which
There
is
was no
different.
complexity to it.
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
And it's because of the alcohol, I think. I really do. Great beer. I'm happy with the 4 score from Two Beerded Guys. Matt, we forgot last one and this one. So I need give it this one first because that's the one we're talking about. What would you give the score?
Last one, I've had a beer since then, boys. And lady. I don't know if what even was the last one?
The barrel aged Mr.
River North.
Sandman.
Oh!
Vanilla cinnamon rum barrel.
I believe I was a 4.25 on that one.
Okay. And you're wrong. And
No.
4.75s and 5s were the scores.
Yeah, no, I was like, hang on a minute. No, that wasn't it. No, it was a 4.75. Yeah, that was the one.
Oh, no, we
He's
did
like, what
ask
was
you.
the average?
No, I
did
apologize.
ask
He
him.
did. As soon as he
Yeah.
said that. Yep.
Did I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I said you were wrong too.
it was just slightly missing my tweeters. No.
It
Yeah.
didn't tweaks your tweeters.
Slightly missed the tweeters. Yeah. Just something about it just wasn't quite the 5,
And
but
this
it was
one,
up there.
I'm so used to forgetting to ask him that I actually double asked him.
Yeah, I thought you did too. I was like, well, it sounds right.
Double ask.
Double ass.
Can I ask you a question?
Doubly.
Thanks, Peanut Gallery. This one, I think that, first of all, what was the mouthfeel, boys and lady?
Thick.
Was it like
All
a
right,
tube
give
of
me a
biscuits?
score because we
All
still
right.
have 2 beers left.
All right, fair enough. Sorry, I was trying to get my bunny drinking. This one, I think the flavor was the ABV. I think that you were I appreciate what you're looking for, but I don't think this is the beer to bring that. I think what the focus of this is that 16%. There was flavor there to add to it, but the ABV is the center star of the flavor profile of this beer. Being the ABV whore that I am, I do really appreciate that. And I thought for 16, it was a very approachable, drinkable 16. Good body, well crafted. I'm going to
Tastes
give
like
it
16%.
days only 13, but it was 4 1/4 in my book.
Not the average. Wow.
That's a first.
I think it's the first one tonight.
He's the king of what's the average? Oh yeah.
No, irony is just
Matt is the king of average. God, that makes so much sense.
Well,
Oh
first
my
of all,
God.
Damn
all right,
it.
first of all, that does make perfect sense. We said it, but second of all, it could just be that I'm right ahead of time and no one knows it because I get asked last.
Because you're the least important.
But I still matter, right?
Oh, absolutely. You just
Okay,
don't count.
just make sure Kelly.
To most parties.
I thought Kelly snuck up here somewhere.
Fucking Kelly, it's still the greatest thing ever.
Oh, that's dark.
And the greatest laugh ever. We broke her that night. That was, she saw the Against the Grain brown note can, and we started talking about brown notes.
That's what caused that.
Well, we
Is
got,
that what it was? I didn't even
we
remember what
got-
did
It
it.
was a brown note.
we got deep
I mean, that
into
makes
the brown
sense.
note conversation, and yeah, she straight up fell apart, and it was amazing.
I remember my
We
first
went off the
brown
rails
note.
to try to. Oh my god, that's amazing.
It
What
was
concert were you at?
it was fantastic. She fell apart and like full red faced like giggle, and John went back and clipped that little chuckle out of it. This is the Sun King Brewery Horchata Shadowproof Barrel Aged Imperial Stout. Government warning. And according to this, no. This is one of their 22.
Tyler, beware. If you're pregnant,
Yeah.
Don't ingest this.
One of these days, I'm gonna read that fully on the show just to be like obnoxious. 2022 release. John,
Just to
I'm
be
sure you have the ABV. What is it?
I think it's like 13.4.
Gotcha.
I was gonna say we just had it in Kokomo
I'm the only one that hasn't tasted
Memorial
this yet,
Day.
so
We got to have that Memorial Day. I'm excited.
Also, Justin said he had a gavel slammer that was 17%.
Love it.
Where was that from? Was that a Hoppin' Frog as well? If you don't mind asking. The 22 from River North is high and above the benchmark of ABV beers that I've ever had.
14.7
14.7. All right, that's pretty respectable.
on the horchata.
Sorry, I wasn't actually looking at first.
Yeah, no, you
By
don't
the
pay
time-
attention to anything I do, Tyler.
By the time I looked up, your hand had already moved, and I was like, I gotta guess what direction he went. Nope, wrong.
That
He's saying I was
nose
too quick.
Is a lot of cinnamon with a little bit of brown sugar.
It's very appropriate, John. Very astute.
On the tongue, it's a lot of cinnamon with a little bit of brown sugar.
I think John really chalked.
Smooth though.
Yeah,
Chocolatey.
sure, why not? He really chalked this one up at Tipton, didn't you? When we were talking about this one or on the way to, or hither or thither?
No. No.
Somewhere.
So I was
we
trying
were-
to keep it kind of low key because
No, because it was on the table when I came down here before we left. I was like, "Oh, look at this!" And you're like, "Yeah, that one's really good." Like you kind of
Okay.
like gave me a
I
mental
made a
high bar.
statement.
Walking
But you've
in on
already
this.
tasted it before this.
I did.
at Brian's on Saturday.
I got to try this on draft.
I
never
did?
tried it out of
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
bottle.
Yeah, you did.
He doesn't remember.
I don't know. We had
There was some distractions on Saturday. We're not going to.
there was a lot of that, and there was a few beers that I had there, so just keeping them all straight. But I think I do remember the conversation about this being a thing.
You were almost sad that you had it before the show.
That sounds right.
That was your statement.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. I'm a little shocked you like it.
That
That is heavy cinnamon.
It
This
is heavy
This is
cinnamon.
enough cinnamon. I can handle it, but if it was any more, it'd be too much. So I'm surprised that John likes it. as
Like,
well,
this
'cause
is
he's got a
heavy
lower.
cinnamon.
There's enough of that brown sugar in there to.
That brown sugar, like almost chocolatey malt.
Yeah, that's what's balancing it for me. It's not like perfectly balanced. It's not a 5.
Because the last cinnamon beer was definitely more balanced.
Your
Yes.
cinnamon level is lower than mine, so well, this is pushing my bar.
I took a drink of that and was like, John likes this beer? Like, I fucking love it. That is amazing.
Also, the difference is the other one was a rum barrel aged versus.
Where's the rum? Sorry.
Rum ham!
Why is all the rum gone?
It's rum barrel.
Hey, by the way,
Thank you. I'm like, no one get the
my
feeling.
boy Johnny Depp. Let's go. Sorry.
Hey,
He won.
Round of applause for Johnny.
this is the day that you almost caught Captain Jack Sparrow.
Dude, if he'd have walked out of the courtroom saying that, I'd have lost my shit.
God, yeah, that.
Every
His face said it all.
That would have been amazing.
I'd have lost it. It had been the greatest. Sorry, we went. Woo.
Yeah, I really think that whole thing
So
that
rum
played out was
versus
just like the most ridiculous
barrel
thing to
aged,
be a
like bourbon
celebrity
barrel
aged,
aged,
reality
that makes a
show. But
difference if you're a
like,
bourbon guy versus a
some
rum
of the
guy.
things that he said, like his comebacks, like, let me guess, is that hearsay? Like, it's like, I can't blame him.
When you hear hearsay, hey, ask me a question, answer question, hearsay. Motherfucker, you asked the question.
Yeah.
Here's
That's why like Johnny's like preemptively like, or is that hearsay? and then like point hearsay.
All right, sorry. Anyway, John, you started to say something about this beer, about the amount of cinnamon.
It's good.
Justin says there's no such thing as too much cinnamon, sir. I respectfully disagree.
Yeah.
John
I
and Matt absolutely
I
disagree.
disagree.
I agree. For the most part. I mean, you can't have too much. Cinnamon is definitely a strong flavor, but my threshold is much higher than theirs.
Take a spoonful, see how you hand out, buddy.
Nobody wants to fucking do that.
Just us as Gavel Slammer was Hoppin' Frog. We might have had or haven't yet to drink, I feel.
We don't have it. I know that.
I feel like we might have had, though. That sounds pretty familiar.
I don't think we have.
We'll find out.
If it's a 7% Hoppin' Frog and it's on Tavor, we had it. I feel pretty confident on that.
So anyway, this beer.
Someone's watching and distracting you.
So this beer.
That's
Or is someone showing?
Anybody else have anything else to say about this beer? It is balanced for the most part. It really is flavorful. It's got a good chocolate malt body with a very good rich brown sugar backing. It's just a lot of cinnamon, which is again why I was kind of shocked that John of all people was.
Yeah.
I would interject that this is good, and I think it's well balanced enough. But I think the bigger issue would be how much you can drink. Like
I'm pretty much close to my limit already.
Yeah, but so like having the split that we got right now is a pretty good amount. But drinking like a 10 or more ounces of this would be a challenge for me.
At a 4, so I 100% know I could do
I could do
a 10
10.
ouncer.
I could do 10
because I've done it.
Okay, I don't know.
I've been to Sun King.
I mean, granted,
ordered this.
Mama didn't raise no bitch. I'll make it through about anything that I buy, but much more than 10 ounces of this would be, and that was a 16 ounce can. Like I couldn't do 16 ounces by myself on that. And normally I'm like, hey, if I got a stout, I want the whole thing myself if I can get it. This is one I would prefer to share.
Sure.
This is so rich.
Yeah, I did a 5 ounce when I went to Sun King, and it was perfect. It was the perfect amount for me. Because I was also trying other stuff because it was like a flight. So
I'd say I would tend to lean towards that more than a 10 almost, which hurts my soul to say.
We obviously haven't had much of the food conversation. Hey, what food would you pair this with?
Mexican.
Honestly, yeah, I could sit here and eat a churro with this.
Or
Chocolate cake.
a nice rare to medium rare steak.
I'd go steak route with this.
Oh, that would be
Because
good.
of the spice.
I think a nice, give me like a T-bone or sirloin, medium rare, just that rich red, just
A red juicy steak.
sure like the bone.
With the right seasonings and the pepper.
When we drank the Ninja vs. Unicorn Versailles, I tasted that about midway through, and I was like, I need a cheeseburger.
That Big Gulp is less cinnamon, more brown sugar.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that.
There's with a slight little bit of molasses in there.
That was weird. Normally, cinnamon's a flavor that on a Big Gulp you fucking get hit.
Yeah.
That I got more of the sweet flavors on the Big Gulp.
Yeah.
Interesting. That might change how I
I
think
got
a little
cinnamon on Big Gulp.
There's a little bit
bit.
of
Yours wasn't a
a
big enough gulp.
there's a little bit of a dark chocolate candy bar to this.
All right. Come on, Trent.
Do
Take
better.
it. Just take it.
She's over here going, you guys have got me drunk. All right.
Mission accomplished. I mean,
Not yet. Not
if you're
yet.
coming to getting free booze, I think that's kind of the goal.
She's like, I'm not drunk yet. I still have beer to drink afterwards with y'all.
Yes.
And I brought it, motherfucker.
I'm so excited for my Schwarz
Tyler,
beer.
you go first on this one.
Harder than that.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that Shorts beer, by the way.
They're like punching each other. It's so
I know, I saw
exciting.
the label. It was pretty cool. Man, I've bounced back and forth a little bit. It's not a 5. I can tell you that right now. Not quite balanced enough, but still extremely good. I'm going to give it a 4.5. I struggled with that, and I think it probably deserves a little higher, but I couldn't quite get there just for my own personal... I want just a little more balance, so I'm going to give it a 4.5. I want more balance.
So, I think I'm going to go 4.75, and the reason being I was up between 4.5 and 4.75. It's not approaching a 5.
I was doing the same thing.
But I think the reason I'm leaning towards the 4.75 is even though how heavy the cinnamon is, which I am not that,
All the cinnamon M&M.
I don't mind it.
Cinnamon
Like, they did heavy cinnamon with me like being like, okay, this is all right.
It's like a amenity,
Good.
just with plurals, but
Exactly.
cinnamon.
So
Cinnamon.
I'm going 4.75. It's one of the better and Shadowproof's pretty solid typically in general.
Oh, yeah. If it comes in a can like this from Sun King, It's probably pretty
Probably
fucking
pretty
good.
good.
Get those shaped cans from Sun King.
It is one of the better shit.
That's the ones that I get behind.
And you don't get shorted on beer because they like
They
this
fill-
one.
yeah, they
fill
which
the
is
brim.
they
Yeah.
fill that fucker to the brim.
That was any fuller, and it would have.
That's the first one that hadn't spilled on me in a while. Usually it's
Proud
like
of
done
you.
that.
usually it's so full that like you crack the can even if you're holding it steady.
Usually,
It
Tyler
just,
gets
like-
it all over his hands.
Oh, because you
Well,
can hold it
it's-
steady. Can you hold it steady?
Hey, this is the problem. No, actually, it's this.
What's your good
Look at my hand.
What's your
Look
good hand? Which
no.
is
Look at my hand. Yeah, it's steady as a rock. Problem is, this is my gun hand. Name the movie, John.
Shit, I just had it right before you asked me. Gene Wilder and...
Yep.
Yeah, obviously, I don't even know the quote, but I know what movie it's from.
Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid?
Starts with a B, huh?
Good lord.
2 words.
3,
I
2,
already lose it. Nope.
1.
I don't remember it.
Matt.
You are not allowed to watch this movie and talk about it on the internet. Anything. Blazing Saddles.
I could have sang the song and not got the name just then.
I said Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid, but it's like the spoof
Yeah.
of Blazing Saddles.
Does start with a B.
Anyway, so
Trinity.
You were
Hey, what's
closer
the
than
score?
your husband was. He didn't even try. He just rolled
hey,
over.
he got the actor.
I'm gonna go 475.
Hey, and that's a very like I said when I scored it. Like I might be giving, and I was bouncing back and forth.
But
The balance was the only
I
reason
do
I
it for
couldn't
a
do it.
5 ounce though. Like those are the things. Like I will drink that 5 ounces up and chances are
We haven't
I'm
done it yet.
married.
It's
I
not
don't
happening.
share that shit, so I'm gonna do.
She's ordering a 10 because she's sharing it.
Yes.
Tyler, hey boys, look what I found.
That movie is one we've died. We
We're
want
like
to
with
do
that.
as a review.
We
have
can't.
no idea how to talk about it.
No, it's like that, Tropic Thunder, movies we can't do.
It's
Robert
more.
Downey Jr. got to talk about Tropic Thunder on Joe Rogan. It'll
Yeah,
be
you
fine.
you can do. Well, I mean, probably could, but the biggest issue with
Not
Blazing
really.
Saddles is it's how. What do you talk about in the movie?
Everything that we
The
can't
German-
talk about.
the German
Yeah.
girl.
Same thing with that's the thing, like, and especially as like everyone gets butthurt about anything, making fun of people. Like that's why.
No, keep. I was gonna cut you off, but keep going.
Oh, like Days of
Okay,
Tropic
now you're
Thunder
cut
is
off.
so hard to do.
Exactly. No, I was just gonna rope us back in. I was gonna like subtly count you down because I thought it was funny, but then you listened, and normally you don't listen to me.
Normally, don't count audibly.
No, normally you don't listen to me.
Also,
Normally we don't. Always.
update from Russell.
You have a
Sorry
name
for
of
the
the week?
sorry for the lack of sign off tonight. We're at the beach for Xander's birthday party tomorrow,
Oh,
so that's fair.
Happy
That's fair.
first birthday to Xander, right?
Congratulations!
Yeah, I think so.
It is.
So
Yeah.
first or second?
We might be. We're terrible friends.
Yeah,
it
I
might
know
be a
we're
second.
horrible.
When was he born?
See,
Was
that's
it-
why
was
I
he
don't
COVID?
know. I don't.
Was he COVID year?
Tyler, this is why you don't incriminate yourself. He's just like,
I
happy
don't know, buddy.
birthday!
Happy birthday, buddy.
Yeah. Like,
Xander, happy
DJ.
1 through 15th birthday. I'm not sure which
Hey.
one it is. But
DJ Dorian Rain.
so
You're awesome,
that's
buddy.
like me. Like I'm like you're anywhere between like 2 and 14, and I really can't tell what age the kid is. Like,
Yep. I will say this I think he's 2. I think he's 2.
I think you're right. No, he is because he's already fucking walking and all
Yeah.
that shit. Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and rub this back in.
No. No. So I'm gonna say so. I did a lot of the Thursday night shows, and DJ
Wait, we had a
Dorian Rain.
Thursday night show.
DJ Dorian Rain was always
about
typically a part of that, and it always made my night when like I would start talking with Russell, and he heard my voice, and he just starts babbling, and he's happy. Like that's really kind of cool. So
John's
You
like,
do have a soothing voice, John.
this kid likes me.
yeah.
All right. So anyway,
I really can't understand why the Mudhog Reeds never took off.
it is a
I can
4.75
do it.
average. Great beer. Great beer. Sun King nailed that. Then again, anything that comes in that can, Sun King, odds are they probably did a pretty damn good job.
Yeah. Great
That's at a
job.
good price usually too. I love their prices.
You know, it's $20 for a 2-pack, so it's $10 a can.
Which isn't bad.
Not bad.
On a teacher salary, heck yes.
If the teacher can afford it, y'all don't have an excuse.
Which brings us to our last beer.
Actually, what you don't know is her husband's a multimillionaire. No. John's like,
Yes.
John's like, she married someone else?
You think
What do you need, my child?
You think I would have driven her down here if she was multi-millionaire?
He had her driven down here.
I drove, and then he's
In the
driving.
helicopter.
Yeah. No, John's over there literally going, wait, she married someone else? When did this fucking happen?
I was the second option? Holy shit.
I'm a leftover crap.
Some call that sloppy seconds.
Oh,
I really think I say Danny DeVito and just play off of what I laid down for you, but good job, John.
yeah,
But that required me to watch that movie.
it'd require you to see a movie.
We're broadening your horizons. We're culturing you, motherfucker. You
Dude,
should thank
without
us.
our drunken movie reviews, John's movie knowledge was like 3 movies.
Really?
And you know, with our drunken movie review, it's now
And if
like
you got
3.5.
Star Wars and Lord of the Rings, he's seen like 2 other movies.
So that sounds like my John.
Yep, that's about right.
But you just quoted like 5 things.
I don't remember.
Listen, some
everything
people
I've
are
seen.
movie quote people. That's not me.
Well, it's because I watched them with repetition and love. I
Exactly.
earned that quotability.
You have time to watch a movie more than once?
When I'm drunk and
He
in
does.
college, yes.
He does.
What else do you have to do when you're sitting in a
Sorry.
recliner passing out? Watch your
That's-
favorite movie.
Sorry.
Put on Avengers.
True story, I memorized The Lord of the Rings Fellowship of the Ring in high school.
I just rewatched the extended version of all 3 over the last week.
Dude, I haven't seen either of these in like at least a decade. But I'm sure I can almost quote beginning to back Grandma's Boy, Fifth Element, and Unusual Suspects,
Grandma's
and not
Boy.
even
I
watch
could
the
do Fifth
movie.
Element. I could do Fifth Element. bro.
Grandma's
Grandma's
Boy.
How did he see me?
God.
Anyway, our next beer, our last beer of the evening, well, last year
Allegedly.
televised, will be the Seven Seas Brewing, established in 2009. You'll like it. They're telling you on their label. You're gonna
They're
fucking
telling
like
me what
it.
to
all right?
do. I don't like it already.
Barrel-aged barley wine, aged for 12 months in rye whiskey and whiskey barrels, skillfully blended before bottling. Circa 2021, 11.8%. And if you want to know who they are, there is a giant number 7 on the bottle.
A lucky 7, like a slot machine
Casino,
7.
yeah.
Like,
Yep,
it's
there's
very-
only one, which means you lost money.
Well, no, it just means that you gotta get 2 more.
Well, there was the one on the cap. That one right there. So there's
Oh, there is
technically
3! Holy shit!
Is that a thing?
So there's a big one, the one on, on the label, and then there was one printed in the wax.
So that's 2.
No, that's
No, it's 3.
Where's the third one?
Big one, label,
Label.
printed on the wax.
Oh, I thought the big one was on the label. There's
It
another one.
is, but there's like
Oh
the
my
actual
God, buddy.
logo.
You know what? I'm looking at one big red 7 face me on CanCam, John. So I'd appreciate the lack of tune.
No,
there
no,
it is.
no, you don't get that because he said, there's the big one,
Yeah.
and then the little one on the back.
When I said the big one, the one on the label, I'm like, well, the big one's on the label,
I said the
motherfucker.
little one on the label. But,
You know, I don't listen to most things Tyler says, so
That's fair.
But he
Okay.
caught 3,
You
2,
gotta
1
pass.
saying it quietly earlier.
Fair.
Fuck him.
You don't normally do that out loud.
I love
Is
the
that-
nose.
Is that what?
And I know we've gone off the rails, so fuck it. So one of my coworkers
3, 2, 1,
was
blast
listening
off?
to some of the drunken movie reviews. He comes up, he's like, "You guys should do Major League."
Is it Princess?
Ooh,
I'm like, "We did."
Major League.
No, it wasn't Princess Session.
We've already done that one.
I was like, "No, we did that one," but it's archived. It's not live out there right now.
I'll go grab. Hey, do we still have it on our shit?
It's in our file.
All right, I'll post it again. Because I don't think
Wait.
it made Spotify.
How does the
I think that
podcast
was
do?
pre-Spotify.
Don't once
Okay.
it goes on podcast, it always goes on podcast?
You can find on Spotify. It's always there.
Okay.
So some of the podcast channels do like after so long. They don't archive them, but they kind of deep dive them. You have to look.
yeah, you have
Major League out
to
there.
hit that like, click, subscribe buttons.
Yeah, kind of, and then scroll a lot.
But it also felt good to be like, "Oh, you guys should do this movie." Oh, we did.
But I'll check. I'll check some of the different podcast channels, and if I can't find it quickly, I'll just fucking post it.
Yeah. Post
Oh, we got a Ian Hayes says, is that
Oh.
Matt?
Ian, buddy, how are you?
Who's Ian?
Ian's a coworker who Matt just met on Saturday.
That's true. He says, where's Matt? Is that you asking, or is that asking on behalf of someone else?
That's oh shit.
This is smooth as shit.
Moving on.
Oh,
This is
night.
incredibly smooth. Beautiful, kind of a raisin malt flavor for the body with a nice boozy finish.
Now, is this getting to the complexity levels that you guys would hope for on the barley one, or is it still not hitting your jingles or tingling your...
It is not jingling my tingles, and here's the reason why. All the complexity is there, but it's a little bit boozier than I normally like my barley wines. It's a little bit hotter, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It's just, when I taste a barley wine, I'm just like, I'm looking for that a little bit of sweetness. It's not getting that
A
sweetness.
lot of times with a barley wine, as boozy as they can be, it gets hidden by that complexity and that sweetness. This one is sweet, complex, but finish is so boozy that it's not hidden. A lot of times it can be hidden. This time it's not. For me, it's not as boozy as, for instance, that double fucking porter we had, which was alcohol.
Yeah,
Well,
there was
alcohol.
There was a rubbing alcohol aspect to that beer.
I left Milwaukee.
And you say you don't watch this guy.
No, that's a song.
I don't know. He's quoting something. It sounds like
Alcohol. It's a Brad Paisley song.
Oh, it sounds like something about Smokey and the Bandit. I'm like, hell yeah, eastbound and down,
No, that's from Brad Paisley, the country music. guy.
loaded up and trucking.
Not from Brad Paisley.
They gonna
But
do what he said, can't be done.
Yeah, that's a movie we should do sometime. Speaking of good movies that or bad movies that should be good, or good movies should be bad, like that's
not a bad movie.
objectively that movie's not good.
That movie's amazing. You can
Yeah.
fuck the fuck right off.
I can and I will.
Anyway, back to the
I
beer.
stand behind what I
Guys,
said.
I know we've had a real hard time tonight sticking to beer.
And Tyler's
Phrasing.
back tonight, so it's been a little bit off the rails.
I'm the one that keeps roping us in.
Well, Ian says
I haven't
that
done anything.
thanks
Trinity's
for
like,
saying
I haven't
that,
talked.
he's living the life, and try some Bush Latte.
Bush latte?
I have drank a lot of lattes. It's
Yeah,
fine.
I mean that was pretty high on my score on the macro day, actually.
Which
Bush
I
Latte is
Can we do
underrated.
that again soon?
Macro day?
I want to do another macro day and see if it changes. Like, don't look at our scores ahead of time. Don't look at the images.
And you can't bring Cooks. Cooks is local. You gotta get like the macros.
Yeah.
Come on, John. No,
Yeah,
no back
John fucking
pocket
tried
shit.
to cheat.
But
Yeah.
can we include Rainier and Narragansetts?
No, they're not macros. They're local distribution. Same with Old Style. We can't have Old Style.
Technically, Old Style and Rainier are both regional.
Yeah, we're talking like nationwide
I would
distribution.
still say probably
macro.
no, but because you did cheat. You did cheat a little bit.
Ian says, "Give your balls a tug, John." So yeah, that's all the answer we need.
I don't know who this guy is, but I kind of like him.
That's pretty cool. I like Ian. He's a good dude.
Yeah, he's feeling pretty good though, and I'm mad at me all night.
He's watching, so I'm gonna say, fuck him. He's a little dumb, but what? He's a good dude.
He kind of popped up with a little bit of a "fuck you, Shorzy" there with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so you do watch the show?
I've seen it a little bit.
We're wearing
you,
him down.
Shorzy.
We're wearing him down.
No, they have got me to finally start watching it a little bit. It's fine.
Good. That's how John warped me.
The
in,
problem is
too.
I don't like the show.
I made it happen.
But there's so many like small parts of every show I enjoy.
Katie
that-
starts.
And TikTok fucking like posts all the funny shit.
Yeah.
So it's gotten to the point where I don't actually have to watch a full episode. I just flip through TikTok for
But
a
if
while
you
and I
actually
catch it
start
all.
the watch episode, you're like, once you start to watch the episodes, you're in.
Your
Anyway,
sister's hot, Wayne.
back to the beer.
Dr. Tricher
Uh,
was one of
It's
my-
our guys. It's our last beer. Let's finish up on this one.
I know we got 10 minutes till it's 2 hours. We're still good.
Yeah, the goal isn't 2 hours.
I know, but sorry we lasted longer than people expected we did.
Yeah, I'm not used to that. God damn it.
Someone call that a win.
Hashtag Pornhub sponsor.
Full circle. We're so fucking good. Full circle. That's how my English teacher always told me, hey, go full circle at the end.
It worked for Wheeler Walker.
Post-
What were you doing with your English teacher?
Full circle.
Was that
Talks
clockwise or
about circles.
counterclockwise?
I mean,
There's a
Posey
difference.
talks about circles all the time, and I love his statement.
Wait. It's Matt. It's
All right. Anyway,
Oh, it's both.
so this barley wine.
So this probably.
As the barley wine guy, like between the three of us that are on the show every week, that's what my favorite style is.
Oh, we got Carlosive.
Carlos.
I was a little broken up and distraught. I'll be honest, sir.
I
'cause
was,
you,
actually.
even in Tyler's absence, you were like hopping on like almost every
Cosmos,
episode,
you are my man.
and
I'm back.
I thought you were gonna take a stand.
Where's he from,
with-
Tyler?
He's from Venezuela, thank you. No, he's from Venezuela. He's the Panama.
What's the Van
shit.
Halen song? God damn it!
It's been a month.
It's association, buddy.
It's been a
Yeah.
month.
God, you suck at this.
Hi, Sweet Pea.
But I thought he was gonna take a stand in unison with John and I. I'd be like, well, Tyler's back. Fuck this. But I mean, sorry, kid in the room. God.
It's fine.
I know, but I try to
Every
do
week
better.
that happens. Literally every week.
Bogey in the room. Bogey in the room.
Guy,
Yeah.
I'm basketball go.
She just times it
Do I get a
perfectly
hug
in mid cursing.
Maybe.
Sorry, I just watched
Whoa.
Maverick.
She's thinking,
I know I was gone for a month, but come on.
Hey, that's a back-to-back champion. Thank you.
And Carlos just did the XD smiley face.
Back to back soccer champ
Yeah.
with the game-winning assist.
Woo!
My bad. The title-winning
Title-winning assist.
do you want to see my trophy?
Well, shit.
Make it quick, sweetheart.
Quick.
Anyway,
Oh, he said we miss you. There's more than one of him. Look at that, Tyler.
Carlos,
just
how
a
many
pronoun.
Carloses are there? That's why he follows us on all of them.
And that's why
I'll
we
take
see
all the
different
Carlos.
things
There's
each
actually
week.
multiple Carlos.
All right.
Carloses.
He's like
Carlos
multiple,
I?
are you like multiple man?
Carlos
Maybe
I?
one's in Venezuela.
C.
Maybe.
Is it? Please tell me there's one.
That's a trophy.
Yeah, it is.
That is a bludgeoning instrument. Look at that.
Yeah, that's like Copa World Cup shit.
Oh, hell, the champ.
Mine last time was like that size.
She's like, I got older and my trophies got bigger.
Yes.
You go, girl.
Love it, sweetheart. Good job.
Congrats.
Every week.
Every week.
Every week. She gets a high five.
You know what? She's
I don't know
counting.
who to blame, her or me. Like,
She's
she
counting
just
down the
waits till I'm
days
in
until
mid-sentence.
she's
She's like,
21
he's gonna
and
do
she
it
can
again. All right.
Counting down until she's 21 and can join us.
Oh, yeah, she is.
Yeah.
Back to this beer, though.
learning that
To this
now.
beer? I'm glad, because I asked, like, what you thought about the complexity of this, because even me not being the barley wine aficionado that Tyler is, as you can see him turn his nose up at me.
I'm not, actually.
I was like, all right,
proud of
this has got a good flavor, but I'm like, we have gotten some more complex, robust flavored, barley wines before. So I was curious what you guys have thought about that. So I'm glad that we got to.
Complex, good.
I mean, there is a layer of it. Just it's not as
The boozy is just a little too much at the end to
go-
really make me enjoy the complexity. You lose it quickly.
to go back to Pornhub. It's not as deep as I thought it was going to get.
Well, that fits the picture of this guy.
Yeah. Damn it.
Oh, and does not just fit the description of the beer?
No,
Oh, that's
those-
what we were talking about. My bad.
Yeah, the complexity. Where are you guys going? Come on. I'm
I
talking
go
about
first.
math here, huh?
I go first, right?
Sure, why not? Yes.
So if I saw this beer, I'd be like, oh, I remember that being pretty good. I might buy it. But I'm not going to seek it out. So I'm going to go 3.75.
3.5. I'm not a barley wine person.
Get out and leave your beer.
3.5. No, 3.5.
I love how the hubby in the background's like,
It's
She's
3.5.
trying to get her beer away from her.
she can't reach it. It's too far in the fridge.
No.
She'll be stuck.
I know
She'll
exactly
solve
where I
that
put
problem
it.
later.
I know
Well,
exactly where I put it.
Being taken away.
I can see it now. John gets up to leave. She's upside down, feet up in the air kicking, but holding on to both beers.
Damn it, John, we're leaving.
I see what you did there.
Damn it, we're leaving. All right, I guess.
I'm sorry. Barley wine is not where I go.
That's so fucking funny.
So
Yeah.
he's the barley wine. I'm not.
He was gonna steal your work wife and leave his wife.
3.75. I'll give it 3.75.
No.
No, you stick with your
saying?
guns.
Stick with your
You
guns.
said
What-
Pressure. No
You
peer
said
pressure.
3.5.
I said
You
3.5.
stick to it, even if you are wrong. I'm gonna agree with John, and really, I'm giving her shit over a 0.25 increment. It's
It's one notch on the scale.
yeah. It's more. I just wanted to give her shit. I hadn't really picked on her for a score yet. I've been mostly picking on Mudhog.
It's kind of like when you got the belt. You're like, I need a spot between this hole and that hole, so you kind of like do the
Isn't
hole
that
punch.
annoying as shit when you
Yeah.
have that?
That
Yeah.
was annoying.
It's a 3.75 average because that
What, the
that
middle
boozy-
hole? Is that what you but
that boozy finish? It ruins the complexion. It really does.
Haven't left pornhole yet, have we? Pornhole? Oh, pornhole. Oh, hey.
I'm not porthole.
Kinda, I don't know.
I mean, kind of the same thing.
I don't think I've ever been to that one. I don't think I need to. I hear it gets pretty dark.
This has been a fucking shit. Anyway, guys,
The dark web.
It is time for my actual favorite part of the show. This is truly my favorite part.
Almost.
Beer of the night.
Look at your work wife. He's
Yeah,
struggling.
I see.
That was
Hey,
good.
best part of the show, in my opinion. Hey, beer of the night, Matt. You're
I've
first.
been here all episode.
You're first.
Oh, you mean a segment, not.
Oh, he also didn't score this, but
You guys wouldn't shut up, so I moved on.
I was having fun. Fuck you. Actually, my beer of the night is going to go to the Ninjas versus Unicorns versus
The haze.
Haze. Because not only did it live up to my unicorn-like expectation of anything with a unicorn on it beer, it was damn good. It was. I almost wanted to go Talia, my most anticipated beer, but...
I don't even remember what your most anticipated was.
The Talia.
Oh, that's right.
But the unicorn beer just really drove it home, which the Talia, to its credit, was a solid beverage.
Jonathan.
Other ones were all good, too, but...
there was a lot of great beers tonight.
I'm going on surprise factor.
Without having a 5, we also didn't have anything below a 3.5.
Yeah, a lot of great beers
Good night.
tonight. Good night.
Good night, Tater.
So I'm going to go with the Talia Sour IPA. It was not my highest rated beer by any means, but that's the one that kind of sticks out to me the most.
Is it not
I
solidifying
really,
them?
really enjoyed that.
Kind of like last week, what was the one we had the 2 beers we accidentally grabbed from the same place? I'm like, now we got 2 breweries that are more on my radar from the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like solidifying, they
Look at last week's
both of
show.
everything they had has been good.
Yeah.
How dare you?
No, so the Talia, the Talia beer was the sour IPA.
Respect.
Very good.
Trinity.
I'm gonna go with the Ninja Unicorn Haze.
Yes.
The unicorn always wins.
No,
Oh,
it's the
see?
haze. The haze always wins. It always
So the
satisfies
Haze is going to beat the Ninjas and the Unicorns?
Yes.
They're
You
they're
drink-
teaming together.
You drank False Idol? Damn.
Maybe.
The
Maybe,
haze-
maybe show up once in the month, man.
The haze satisfies my taste buds at this point in time in my life.
The show must go on, dude.
I was winning a fucking sectional title.
Good for you.
And losing a regional, but whatever.
Wow.
Too soon. Woo.
Wow.
But I also marked my own.
Yeah, I saw. Wow.
Sorry, buddy.
You can fuck right off. And that was the slowest button push.
I know. I'm pretty sure the sad trombone moved like 3 times. in the
He
last
was like
month.
looking, and he was looking, and he was looking, and then finally, like, the moment had passed. I hate to agree with 2 out of the 3 of you, but it has to be ninjas versus unicorns versus the Haze.
Yes. Even Tyler has to admit my unicorn greatness.
It was my second highest rated beer, but it also was one of the most surprising. Like, I expect River North to kick ass. That shit was fantastic. It's one of those IPAs, and I am more, I'm almost more nitpicky with IPAs than I am anything. Except maybe barley wines. But stouts, I'm not as picky as I am IPAs. IPAs, I straight up will be
You
like,
say that, but I've seen you for
475.
117 episodes.
475. 475. Why? And usually it's like, I don't know, it's just not a 5. At least with a stout, if I don't give it a 5, I can tell you why. Like, IPAs a lot of times, I'm like, 475. Why? Just didn't get me there. And then when I get one that's a 5, I'm like,
Edgelord.
Hop Slam. Hop Slam's a 5 every time. I mean, it's not. I've had some bad years of Hop Slam, but Hop Slam's a 5. Oh, I heard him. I'm ignoring him. Guys, don't forget, check out Two Beerded Guys Drunken Movie Reviews, hosted by Turfs Up Radio. Without them, we wouldn't be able to do that show.
Also,
Real
it's,
quick,
I hear it's
thank
their
you.
industry, their station.
We're going there, dum-dum. Real quick, thank you. If we do that, I got to go right into the closing. You know, otherwise it just is a weird thing. Now you fucked it all up.
You've been gone for a month. I lost the flow.
Real quick, thank you to Trinity for being on the show
Thank you
tonight.
guys so much. Thank you.
Awesome.
Appreciate it.
She was a lot of fun when we did have her talk.
Allow her, really.
When you let me.
And we
yeah.
spoke over her. Yeah, kind of
How
bad. I'm
dare
sorry.
you? Ah.
Round 2, gotta get this.
Yeah, just do better next time.
I'm
Just-
not
you
sure
gotta take
that was
notes.
English, and he's the soberest one.
Allegedly.
But no, it's been a hell of a lot of fun being back. I'll be gone for the next month. No.
Sounds
Is
about
there an
right.
opening? Is there an opening? I'll take
He's
it.
gonna
At this
just
rate, at this rate, I'm surprised John didn't be like, "Hey, I know you own half the show, but we're hostile takeover." Like,
other times I'm like, I gotta get some more cigarettes, so I'll be
Johnson-
back when I'm back.
which
Hey,
did you end up naming the show that? By the
Oh
way?
yeah. That's why I didn't want to tell you. It's like, it's gonna be so much better when they find this out. And then,
It's so good.
then Tyler's telling me, what's it called? What's it called? I won't cancel it where you're not. 'cause
Tyler
you're
went
gonna
out
type
for
it.
cigarettes. He'll be back at some point.
And he finally came back.
It's actually pretty funny. But again, thanks to all our sponsors, whether it's Water Performance Technologies LLC, whether it's Indie Craft Brew, whether it's
Indiana Untapped.
Thank you. I was going to say, who the hell do we have on there anymore? Indiana on Tap, who is the reason we get to do the cool events, which is the best fucking part of this fucking
that's
show.
pretty cool.
It really is. And then, of course, we partner with people like Tarnished Hollow, which isn't on there right now, but we partner with Tarnished Hollow. We partner
Turf
with...
Up Radio.
Yeah, I was, again,
American
finishing with that.
Liquors.
It's taking all my fun away. All right, anyway, again, Turfs Up Radio, your industry, your station.
I stepped on Tyler's thunder.
There we go.
Yeah.
I had a whole plan.
What's this thunder?
I'm TBG
I stole his
_OpsGuy.
thunder. I stole his thunder.
Mudhog being cute because he sucks.
Thank you guys.
And behind the camera, the one, the only.
Who are you?
She said, "Thank you, guys." I'm moving on. Y'all fucking suck.
And I am off screen Matt.
Bye.
Thanks, Matt.
Bye.